here. Last time we left off, you guys had just finished the fight with Bellatrix, which ended with a peaceful ending as far as Bellatrix is concerned. Lucia did fall in that fight, and when you guys got back to Chacost, uh, Ro and Avery were focused on Bellatrix and getting her set up in here and examining her, while Avina and Thor went to get a half barrel and bring it here. Um, Give it a second at that. Oh, you're roll 20. Okay, but yeah, they went to go get that, and since that left Taslin alone, Taslin wanted to build a pyre to give Lucia a proper burial sort of thing, and since no one was with him, no one was able to stop him when he climbed inside of the pyre to go with her. This was following the witness Avery and Thor did, of black chains wrapping Taslin's soul from when Taslin failed his mission from Merkel, which no one really knows the details about, but I guess no one's going to now. All you know is that his soul was wrapped and then he gave himself. You guys spent the rest of the night drinking and coping as best you can with the situation. And what was mentioned so far was that Ro wanted to head back to Saltmarsh and see if he can find someone that can give more insight onto uh, what's going on with his wife. And I believe he was going to leave Heskin here with uh, Prethi as well. And so I think we can take it off where it is the morning after the fight. So, what does anyone want to do in the morning?
Uh, Avery was first of all going to look through didn't Taslin leave like a bunch of like their clothes and stuff over like here or something?
Yes, you guys actually collected all the stuff and put it into the bag of holding, is my recollection. The full
Oh,
list of what was left behind from Taslin's collection, well, it was already in the bag of holding, I guess, because he put it in there. But the bag of holding, and it had the Great Axe +1, which uh, no longer has the black wrapping that was on it. A gold medallion that relates to something, but Ro has this medallion. The Parapt of Health, the coat or jacket with the cherry thorn logo in it, the Dragon Force amulet, the vaulted gloves, and then a coin pouch with 3,647 gold, 4 silver, and 77 copper. While Lucia's set of stuff was a blue ragtag chain shirt, boots of elven kind, coin of talent, it was a +1, an eagle whistle, a tome of clear thought, which is inactive, periapt of health, custom longsword, which has the I believe it was the skull and the cherry thorn logo mix. Um, a drow poison. There were 10 standard health potions in there. The Weaver's versatile needles, and then a coin pouch with 69 platinum, 429 gold, 156 silver, 399 copper, and a banknote for 750 platinum. I can copy and paste that for you.
all right. So who has the bag of holding then? Or is it
Uh,
like in a bag of holding that's just chilling on the ground?
I believe
Were
one of
you
y'all would have.
sober?
I believe one of y'all would have grabbed it when you went to the pyre.
Yeah, I
I don't
feel
think. I
that
don't think. Oh, sorry.
I Thor and I were drunk at the fire and you
Yes.
collected us from the fire. So I
Okay,
believe
so
that you have all of the crap.
Avery
Unless we
is.
just left it out there. I mean, did we just leave it out there?
That would
Well,
be something.
I didn't.
I don't think you would have.
Yeah. Avery is going to take Taslin's the amulet that he had out of the bag of holding and just look
Again,
it over for a second.
that's what Ro grabbed. Rose grabbed his
Well,
medallion.
shit.
So
Well, damn.
But I imagine if you asked Ro, he would let you see it. So you go over the Ro and ask for
Okay.
it. He's a nice guy. I think he'll do it.
Well, my plan was to like keep it, so dang it.
Oh well, I can't promise he'll do that.
Um, I don't know. It's so hard when he's not here to play his character.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Well, because my plan was to wear it.
okay.
Denied.
Yeah, can't promise you that. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, Taz says I could, but I don't know.
No,
If Ro
no,
would
no,
let
that's not meant for you. Ignore it.
Okay. I don't know. Can we retcon it later if he's like, no, I wouldn't have given you that.
I mean, we can retcon it later if he would. Is there something you want to do like right this second?
Not particularly. I was just like,
Yeah. If it's nothing that needs to be done like right this second, we can just wait till he's
Okay.
here.
All right, cool. Avery was just going to put it on with her. Was just going to wear it, and we can be like, well, I wouldn't have let you do that, or I would have let you do that,
I
or
think
later.
if you're just gonna wear it, then as long as it's kept safe, it'd be fine. I think he'll allow that. That's fine if you just want to wear
All right,
it,
cool.
because then it's invisible, or it is visible to everybody. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just say that he's that, and if not, I guess we could just take it back or whatever.
Yeah, he can be like, wait a minute, I want to do a thing with that or something.
Right.
So yeah, Avery is now wearing that, and I'm not really sure what we would do with their bodies.
Well, bodies
Well,
they're
they're
already
I
burned
guess
in
they're
the
burned.
fire.
They're burned.
yeah. Okay, so they're just ash now.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
The only thing that would be left would be, I guess, their teeth. That's it. And probably
Well,
some
Okay.
bones.
probably in some bones, but it'd be with the
Bones.
rubble.
Okay, so
It'd be with the rubble of the wood of the fire. That's like the whole point of a fire.
Yeah. So you would have to like
Avery,
dig their bones out.
Avery, after like like after grabbing this, is just gonna go back to like over where they are, just just sit and just start crying as it like finally settles in that they're gone and they're not coming back. Because while her people accept death, they still do grieve the lost.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yes.
So I think Avery's just gonna sit over here for a bit and just have a good cry.
F.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Alright. We'll say Ro goes down here to talk to Prethy about keeping Heskin. Avina and Thor, anything from you guys? What do you want to do?
I'm going to wake up and realize that for some reason I am in the same bed as Thor.
Hi.
And
Wouldn't they have they got like shit faced last night. Wouldn't they have like exhaustion or something?
Probably.
I mean, a decent hangover, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say
Well, Bobby's still
probably
knocked the fuck
hangover,
out.
She's gonna splutter and wake up and be like, "What the fuck? What's happening? Why are you in my bed? What's happening?" And then she's gonna realize that she's still fully clothed, because like Avery only took off the boots, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
be like, "I'm still fully clothed," and be like, "Oh, okay. Well, that must have all just been a bad fucking dream. I'm gonna go find Taz and Lucia, see what's going on."
Yeah, I'd say you feel a little sick, but nothing you haven't felt before, so.
Yeah.
Who's coughing
And
up a
so,
lung?
all right. So I'm gonna go downstairs in the tavern, not tavern where we stay, and see what's happening. Yeah, whatever this building is called. Can't remember.
It's kind of like a guest house. That's why it's all beds.
Guest house.
Yeah. It's also the Gambler Den if you prefer.
Gambling.
It's a normal morning for it to cost. You got these guys doing their morning practice duel on each other. You got this guy walking Django for the morning walkout. You got Xavier cooking up some food that you can smell wafting through the air. You can hear the birds chirping. It's rather calm morning. Um, let's say it'd be like a little cloudy, so it's not too bright. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's a pretty average morning to cost.
Cool. I smell the food and I like hold back my vomit and walk the other way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd say by now Ro would be done and would be able to come out. Thor, are you gonna get out of that bed?
Let me roll real quick.
Roll for it. All right.
Yeah.
Roll to get out of bed.
That'll be a negative.
All right.
What exactly are you rolling?
Just a d20.
Yeah, just
Well, yeah, I'm not asking what dice. I'm asking like, are you rolling like
it's probably just a flat. It's just probably
Constitution
Just
or
just a flat d20 to be
yeah,
honest.
just flat. I do that
oh
sometimes. You just let the dice decide.
Yeah.
9 or less, no. 10 or up,
Mhm.
yes.
Pretty much. I rolled a 6.
I'd say Ro would approach Avina and mention that he is ready to head back. Um, Haskins handled, and he's not much for breakfast. He wants to get back and start finding an answer for Bellatrix. He'd probably ask where the others are. Does anyone want to go talk to Avery right now? No?
no, the cows just chop liver, I guess.
Alright, well, Avery,
I mean, I'm just kind of wandering around. So where's? I'm sorry, I don't see where
Avery's
they are. Oh,
I'm
okay.
to the north.
yeah, I'm by the pyre and I'm just sobbing.
Okay. I'm gonna go over by this tree and be like, "Who's fucking crying?"
You'll be able to see Avery a little ways off where the pyre was, and you can hear her crying.
And I'll be like, "Avery, hey, I had the worst dream. Hey, why are you crying?"
She is like she's been crying too hard for you to properly understand her.
Okay, and so then Avina's gonna kind of look around and be like, "That's where I dreamed that the pyre."
Did your mic cut off?
This is really bad. It's really bad. This was real. This was real fucking bullshit. And then she's gonna just be super angry. And she'd be like, "Okay, you're gonna cry? You're gonna cry it out? Cry it out. And then we're gonna fuck some shit up. I don't know where to fuck up, but we're gonna fuck it up. Okay?"
She'll just give like a shaky nod and thumbs up as she like slowly starts to calm down. You know, like wipes her
Okay.
face and drinks a little bit of water.
Okay, and Avina's gonna be like patting her shoulder, but a little bit too hard because she's really mad. So
It's
yeah.
fine. She's a giant
Okay.
cow. She doesn't care.
All right, I know she doesn't care. So yeah. And
I
then there'll be some shouting and screaming in rage and anger and sadness.
Someone's aggressive.
I would actually imagine that Ro would go up and get you out of bed, Thor.
Huh? What? What happened? Where am I? Who? Oh, it's you.
He would mention that he wants to go back to Saltmarsh so he can start finding an answer for what's going on with Bellatrix. So,
Yeah, fine. Just let me get my bearings. My bearings set. Wait, that's not
I
my.
just
Where the fuck did I sleep?
upstairs.
you would also be a little hungover, maybe a little nauseous as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I both love and hate that you can never take anything seriously.
Well, you know.
Like, I think there's been one time in this entire campaign that you have taken anything seriously, and it is when you got drunk over family issues or something.
Well, you know what? That's the way it be sometimes.
Avina and Avery, would you be heading back any time soon?
Yeah,
Like,
just after a few minutes, Avery composes herself enough to not be actively crying and stands up, says, looks down to Avina, is like, "Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm probably a bit of a mess.
I think
It
we're
just
all gonna be a
didn't
mess for
really.
a while now.
It just didn't really hit me until this morning."
Yeah. Did you gather their things?
Yes, I have it in the bag of holding, but I'm wearing Taz's amulet, and she'll like, kind of like, I don't really know how to describe this, but like show her by like leaning down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's okay. Cool. Great. All right. As long as it's all in the bag of holding, we can deal with it when we're not pissed off and crying or shit.
Huh. Well, I figured that you would want, and she'll like shuffle around in the bag of holding a little bit before offering her the whistle. I figured you would make the most use out of this.
Well, I'll hold it for now. And she puts it in her pocket.
Alright. And I guess at this point is when they start walking to meet up with Ro and Thor.
What? Sorry.
All right. Sure. Yeah, you get down here. You can bypass the two dueling. They'll stop for a moment to let you guys pass. And
Yeah.
yeah, even though you smell food in the air, you see that you see that the Garbros are kind of on the side of town, ready to head out.
Hey, I'm gonna see if I can get like something to go here.
Alright.
When you get
And
over, you'll see Xavier. He's got a couple things cooking. Um, he's got some sausage. He's got like a little thing of I want to call it like breakfast stew, um, which is kind of just like almost like dinner stew, but served at breakfast time. And and I imagine you'd have some eggs too. So
so I'm gonna take a little bit of all of that and put it in my personal bowl that I carry with me, and I'm gonna thank you, Xavier.
he'll
We're
silently
all
nod.
going through a lot right now. And
Yes,
then
I
she's
heard.
gonna walk back. Yeah, thanks, friend. She's gonna walk back over here.
Avery,
She's
I
gonna eat
imagine
and
during all
walk.
that would have. Avery, I imagine, is just gonna like munch on some bread or something in the meantime, like while she's walking over here, walk and
Like rations.
munch. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay, so we're walking to Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys are now going to do your 2-hour walk to Saltmarsh. It is still, I'd say it's like mid-morning, like 9ish, nah, almost
Sure.
10ish. Um,
So we'd get there by around like 11 noon, somewhere in there.
yeah. I was gonna ask, is there anything you guys want to do on the walk there? Any discussions or anything you want to have?
No, I guess for flavor, I will say Avery is just like kind of like holding the pendant and like running her thumb over the engraving.
All
It
right.
just like seeming lost in thought.
Fair enough. All right. Well, you guys can make your walk back to Saltmarsh. All right. Hold on now. On the way there, you'll notice that it starts to pick up some rain and get really another rainy day going on.
Just because I'm curious, do you roll for the weather every day?
Not every day. Um,
Just when you're feeling like it?
yes, we'll say that.
Sure.
And you
Okay.
guys, as you guys get into range of the town itself, you will hear the sound of battles happening within the town and screaming of victims of these battles.
Oh my god, we were gone for 5 seconds.
Alright,
Well,
you are the green circle as usual, and I imagine you guys are going to pick up your pace, right? So you're going to run
Yeah.
following the trail.
Yeah.
As you come around this curve, you'll notice that there is battles happening both inside of the city, and then you can even see some a battle happening on the coast right here. Let me focus ping it. Right here. Which way are you going?
I say in the city first.
Not the coastline first.
Wait, I'm sorry. So there's battles on the coastline. I missed the location of the coastline
So
battles.
this circles you guys. You can hear battles happening over in the city area.
Right.
But as you are coming down this path, you can see a group of enemies coming out of the water. Multiple guards are fighting these
Oh,
enemies.
I misunderstood. Sorry.
Yeah, the coast is like right next, like the riverside.
Okay.
The Riverside Coast. Okay, so
I guess we're gonna
Avina
go
is
smack
gonna,
the first thing we see.
yeah, pretty much.
You want to
And
go coastline?
Avina's gonna be, sorry, what?
I'm saying, so y'all want to go to the
Yes.
coast battle.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
because it's
Alright.
closer.
Fair enough.
Any other votes?
Thor? Anything?
yeah, let's just go with that.
Alright. Coastline battle it is. You guys
Yippee!
approach a bloody beach-lined battle scene. Multiple Sahagwans are on the beach. You can see fallen guards. If not impaled, they are torn to pieces. Blood around everywhere. You see two
These are
people
two
that aren't
grades.
guards that seem to be part of the battle. You're not sure who they are, but they're not the Sahagwans, and they are fighting with the guards in the town. So you can pretty much pay them no mind while you enter your fight with the Sahagwans.
Why is there 2 grids? This is very confusing.
Yeah, I couldn't get them to go away. I'm sorry about that. I fought with
You're
that for
fine.
like a solid 20 minutes, and I'm like, okay, it is what it
We're just gonna have to
is.
deal.
So which one is our grid that we're using? The gray one or the white one?
It's gonna force you on the gray one. I'm sorry,
Okay,
the
great.
white one. The gray
Okay.
one wouldn't go away.
All right, that's fine. Good. And so when Avina sees the Sahagwans, she's going to toss her bowl to the ground and knock an arrow.
You didn't finish that bowl in 2 hours?
Okay, fine. The bowl, I already put the bowl away. You're right. You're right. It was 2 hours. I put the bowl away. So good. That's good. I don't have to retrieve it later. So
Oh,
yeah,
well.
knock an arrow and shoot the first thing that she sees, which is going to be this thing.
Well, you gotta roll initiative first.
Can I have a reaction?
Reaction to approaching a fight that's ongoing?
Yeah.
I think you can
Reaction
join.
to seeing Sahagwan.
It's more that you're joining the fight rather than.
All right, fine. I tried.
Yeah, I love
This
the
is not
effort.
like the alert feat.
I love the
This
effort.
is not like the
but
alert
yeah,
thing.
this
Thank you. Thank
fight's
you.
already going on, but all right.
This is bullshit.
Right?
Anna and Lindonis, you guys are in.
Anna has 2 ins, by the way.
I'm sorry, what?
You should have spelled
Two,
it
I'm
like
sorry,
that
what?
then. Everything you put it on.
You told me your name only had one N.
It's literally
It
on.
does.
It's on Discord in this.
Anna has 2 ins. Anna has 1.
Oh Lord.
Oh, were you correcting
Says
me?
you.
Oh my goodness.
But so we're going to say Anna from now on. We just didn't know how that was a
You're
thing
fine.
for you.
I'm gonna call you Hagen if you keep this up. That's what's gonna happen.
I was just giving you crap for no reason.
Right. Well,
That's how we do things here.
there are
Okay.
results to these decisions.
I got 23.
Oh, we're rolling for initiative.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, looks like Ladonis rolls just like Taslin. Yes.
What?
Oh boy.
He does have the same handler, so.
Yeah.
Same dice.
Alright.
No, different dice.
Oh damn.
Same handler, though.
Same hands.
Same handler.
God, I can't believe our essentially cleric and barbarian were replaced by 2 bards.
Yeah.
This is Nick.
Played very differently.
Oh
It wasn't
God,
a
we are so
cleric.
cooked.
They were a curist.
A cleric, essentially.
Don't
Curist.
take away credit of my character.
Yeah. No, I was not a cleric.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, clerics have divine fucking smite.
Nothing divine.
You think I know how clerics work?
There ain't nothing divine about someone that fixes clothes.
What?
It's handy, not divine.
Okay, let's
But I don't
have this
practice
conversation
dodging.
later.
I'm gonna
So-
talk.
Yes, I know
See me
how
after
clerics
class
work.
is what you just said to me.
Pretty much.
Oh god.
Okay, can we just beat each other up now?
No, we're beating
Don't
up
forget
the
to,
Sahagwans.
Dean, don't forget Rose initiative.
I know. I'm still doing all of my army.
He's got like
Look at
15,000
all
rolls
the
to do.
people he
Yeah,
has to roll
look at
for.
the
I thought
total.
I didn't realize that you were still rolling. My bad.
Yeah, I got a whole army to
I
build
bet-
up. As
yeah,
y'all
you got quite a few guys over here.
as you guys can see, the guards are not doing well in this fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks bad.
could be better.
It's okay. They just need a little help. Good thing y'all showed up.
God, Saltmarsh is so cooked.
We're here now.
Okay, so I think that's a tiefling with albinism? Is that Anna?
We'll
I do
find
have
out when
albinism,
things
no.
happen.
Not
Yeah,
albinism.
we don't know yet.
Dang it. I can't remember it.
Yeah,
It's
we
fine.
don't know yet. We're just like,
I'll figure it out
not
later.
a guard, not a Sahagwan. Don't shoot.
You just see 2 people you've never seen before fighting with the guards.
I mean, yeah.
Fighting on behalf of the guards, in conjunction with the guards.
Right.
Not fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
what-
all right. Just
I mean, with
for
the
clarity.
guards in
Yeah.
conjunction, whichever word you like.
Yeah. Okay, because it's, if they're fighting with the guards, they could be fighting against the guards.
Oh, okay. Fighting alongside the guards.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's everything. Let me make sure there's no dupes.
Oh, shit.
Goodness gracious.
Avery, what's yours?
What's my what?
Your
Oh,
dex
oh dear.
is a whopping 0. Can you roll for me? Roll off.
Sure. 7.
Yeah, expand this. Okay, there we go. 7. Alright, and 12 and another 7. So roll one more time.
Me or you?
Both.
15.
Alright.
That's a
13.
let's go.
So there we go. Avina, I'm pretty sure you go before the guard. That's fine. Guard has better than him.
That's a lot of 11s.
You roll. These guards got so unfortunate. 7, 5, 5, 4, 3. Jesus.
I know, right?
I was
Now I see
just-
why they were losing.
No wonder they're getting their axe kicked.
I
Yeah.
was just putting the numbers in as I was rolling them. That's crazy. All right.
Imagine getting beat up by fish people.
Probably with a fish.
Fish.
I mean,
Alrighty. I believe
That's a vocal stem of mine. So now pretty much anytime I hear or see fish, it's fish.
All right. Looks like we get to start with Thor. Thor, kick off the combat. That's already in place.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna ask for like the 15th time. How do I do the thing with the movement thing again? How do I do
You
this?
right click while holding the left click.
Grab your token and then right click
God
while
damn it.
moving it.
For note for Anna and Ladonis, both of
That's
you just arrived to this battle in before this round began as well. I'm going to be sending you both a message with more details.
So
That's actually right at 30 feet. Actually, just okay. I'm going to go ahead and just go here and
Okay.
go to try to stab this dude since he's not gonna know I'm there.
Okay. I mean, still
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
no advantage or nothing if that's what you're getting at, but go ahead.
That'd be an 18 to hit.
18 absolutely hits.
Cool. This would do a sneak attack since I'm technically behind him / he doesn't know that I'm there, or is that not falling?
I wouldn't
caveat?
say that falls in it because he's battle ready.
You bastard!
He's
Fine.
not like on watch or something. He's ready for the fight.
It's true. It's true. Okay, fine. Oh yeah. Hold on. Would help if I got my dice out right. That's gonna be a 11.
11 damage. All right.
Yes.
Not a bad hit. Anything else?
I'm going to move since that was 20 feet of movement. Probably gonna go bonus action the
Disengage.
yeah, disengage. Bonus action is gonna go 5, 10. Actually, probably just gonna go 5, 15, 20. Wait, no. That was 10. That was 20 feet of movement, so that actually would have been 5, 10. Okay. That'll be it.
All right. And that brings us to Anna. Anna.
Mystery person.
Person.
A random
Tiefling,
person
question mark.
over there. Alright. Let's see. One's gonna give me. And I have how much movement? Okay, cool. So. I'm going to go right there using up all my movement. And then with my rapier, I am going to stab him.
stabby stab.
That is going to be a dirty 20. I got a 12.
That does hit.
Awesome, awesome. Love to hear it. 1d8. That is going to be an 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. You will go up and you will do a fatal stab to this one that's already been injured by the guard so far.
Alright.
Oh, I should mention, because it looks like it's very one-sided, there are a few dead Sahagwins on the ground as well. The guards haven't been completely useless.
Okay, well, I don't know where
They're
those
just
are.
mostly useless.
I mean, outnumbered is probably a fair thing, but
I don't know which ones are dead. I just know I'm guessing the tokens that I can see are the ones that are standing.
yes, pretty much. I didn't want that to be a confusion. That's why I didn't include them. But I just want to make sure you know there are some Hogwins.
And I'm checking to make sure that this one cantrip is not a bonus action really quickly. If you know off the top of your head, it's thaumaturgy, whatever.
Thaumaturgy is a action.
Yeah. Okay, then that's all I need to know. And I shall end my turn there because I cannot move anymore and I do not have anything currently that I can bonus.
Okay, fair enough.
Or that I wish to.
That would bring us to Ro, and I feel like Ro would see this situation, and the first thing he would do, he would calculate a quick.
Fireball.
Yep, he's gonna check it. There we go. Circle. Yeah, it'll hit everybody.
Is that a too big fireball?
But if he puts it here, still hits everybody. What if he put it here? That's 20. That hits a bunch of them. I think he would do that. He's always won the fireball right away. So he will fireball over here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One with advantage because of in the water. So let's do the other ones first. That is a 17, a 13 for the front two Hogwins, and a 6 for the back one. The Blade Master one, which is the dark blue one, that one rolled a 17 as well, and then the one in the water with advantage gets 18 plus. What's the plus? Alright, just 18. And what is his save? His save is 18. So only the one in the water is going to save. It'll take half damage before it submerges to avoid the rest of the fireball. But they will each take, when he's wearing the red ragtag, is that correct? No, he is not. Yes, he is. Alright, so 8d6 plus 8, is that correct? Fireball? I haven't done it myself in so long. Is it 8d6 or 6d6? It is 8. 32 damage. He is going to single-handedly wipe out these guys. 32 damage to this guy. And then half of that is 18. 18 to the one in the water, who is now submerged. Okay. I don't think he'd get any closer though. So he's gonna end his turn there. Well, that brings it to this person's turn. And go figure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Coming up above the water. Not appreciating what just happened. How far does this one go? 120 feet. For sure gonna go for Ro with this one. Gonna cast Guiding Bolt on him. Ooh, I don't know if that hits. It's only a 12, so that is going to miss. And they're out of movement, aren't they? So, this one's turn. This one also noticed what they did, but not gonna know the source. So, this one's gonna go for someone over there. Let's see here. Avery. Guiding bolt coming at you.
Okay.
That is only a 17. I don't think that hits.
It does not.
Alright. They are going to submerge themselves. Well, I guess you guys want to know where they go. Undo that. Oh, man.
Oh man.
Hold on. I know exactly what I did. Come on.
But do you though?
You got this, buddy.
No?
Ah, what the?
Ah,
We're in a void.
You dingus!
I no longer know what I did. I gotta just copy
Ugh.
and paste.
yep.
Wait,
Undo, undo, undo.
shouldn't
And now...
shouldn't I be before just plain 15 guy?
Yeah, yeah,
What? Oh.
yeah.
Why
Turn order.
aren't you?
Yeah.
It's very strange. I redid it.
There we go.
There we go.
It just didn't update. Okay, there we go. Now we're all
That was
good.
very strange. Alright. Anyways, last of their movement, and that brings us to this guy's turn. Would he look left or right? Heads for left.
Let
Tails.
the D20 decide.
12 for right.
Or not.
5. Flipped a coin, same thing.
D20 more fun.
He's gonna go over here to the group of guards. And he is gonna get 3 attacks. So we're gonna do first a claw attack to guard on the far right. That is a 22. Just realized I'm using the wrong dice set, but that's okay. I'll switch that after this. 22 for the guard, so that will hit. So that will be 14 damage from one claw attack. And you guys will see this card get slashed open and fall to the ground.
Ooh.
And then a claw attack for Anna. Anna, that is going to be a 22 as well. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Well, he rolled lower, so it won't be as bad. That's going to be 8 damage with this claw attack.
I'm going to be using my reaction of Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. That's a dex save, right?
I believe so.
That will be
Yes.
a 21 on the dex save.
Damn it.
Alrighty.
So that's going to be half as much damage.
Yep.
Still. So it is going to be 2d10. If I'm reading that correctly.
I think so.
Yes. That is going to be 17. I really want to half that.
Half of 17 will be 9, so he'll take the 9 fire damage.
And I got 8 damage.
Sorry?
I got 8 damage.
You said 17, right?
Yes, I did. I dealt 17. I received 8.
Oh,
correct?
yes. Yes, you received 8. Yes, that is correct. And then the guard in the middle for the bite attack, and that is only a 12, which does not hit the guard. He will block the mouth with his shield. Alright. Brings us to this regular. And he is gonna help out his buddy. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, he is gonna go for you, Thor. Ooh, that actually probably hits. That is going to be a spear attack, two-handed, and that is a dirty 20. Does that hit?
You bitch!
I'll go ahead and roll his bite attack that would follow up the spear attack. And that is Only a 12, so I believe the bite misses. But that will
Slap him.
be... Oh, minimal damage. 2 damage from the spear. He barely cut you.
And I slap him in return.
If only you could. Avery, you're up.
Alright, because I imagine you're gonna want to see the movement for this because this guy's here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's what, 45, and then 50. And do I get advantage because flanking or no?
Yes, you are flanking with the stranger.
Okay, cool. And first of all, bonus action Wrathful Smite.
Mhm.
And then that is a 17 plus insurance to hit. So plus 9, 17 plus 9, which is 26.
Yeah, it hits.
Yippee! Anyway, so hold on, I gotta roll a bunch of dice now.
What was the fun part?
Yeah.
At least you're not in my shoes where you gotta run like 28 NPCs.
28 total damage.
28 damage, not bad.
Ew.
Alright.
And then I smack him again.
Right. Crazy slash, leaving a bit of a gash on him. He lets out a snarl with a makes a couple bubble sounds, and you go to swing again. How'd you do?
19.
A 19. That does hit.
Yippee! More math.
That's all this game is.
Pretty much.
It's what we do here.
That is 11 damage. And that'll be it for my turn.
Alright, 11 more damage. He is looking a little bloodied, but still standing.
I imagine he's not very happy.
5, 10, 15, 20, using his...
But I smack him.
He didn't leave your range.
Oh, well, shit.
He's just getting behind you, so he has advantage on his spear attack.
Nuh-uh, I have Cloak of Displacement. That's a flat roll.
Oh, cloak of displacement. This item is fairly new to me. Projection illusion. Oh yeah, all times you have that illusion. If you take damage, property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. Alright, yeah, as long as you haven't taken damage, then you have not. Let me re-roll it with just the one die, so I don't just pick one. There we go. That's gonna be a 7 for the spear attack, and that is gonna
Nuh-uh.
be a 5 for the bite.
Nuh-uh.
The cloak saved your life.
What was your other dice?
I did roll a 19 on the original roll, but then I didn't want to use that because I rolled 2 dice at the same time. So, that said, it is this guy's turn, and he's got multiple attacks. He will be spearing the guard in front of him. Okay, well that's only a 9, so he'll try again. Okay, that one's a 20. With that, okay. That will be 8 damage, not enough to kill the guard, so he's gonna spear him again. That's a 15, and that misses. He was only able to do an injury to the guard in front of him. I'm talking about this guy down here, by the way.
Yeah.
And that brings us to Avina. Avina, you're up.
Okay, I cast Hunter's Mark on this big dude,
Alright.
and then I shoot at him with my glimmering bow. 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Excellent. And so then my damage for that one is 16. Hit him again. 18 to hit.
18 also hits. First arrow does, did that wrong. Minus 16. Alright. The first arrow did quite a bit of damage, and he even stumbles a little bit as the arrow pierces him. And then he rolled an 18, making another arrow pierce him. But what's the damage?
8.
8 damage. So, this one will be one that crosses through the front of his neck, and you will just see him begin to bleed. And he will fall to the ground as he cannot stop the bleeding.
Okay. That's all I've got.
Alright. That guy's dead.
Cool.
No, I meant the guard that was up. He died. This guard though, he's going to try and spear attack the guy back, and that is a 6. He is not going to succeed. After taking a grievous wound, he was unable to recover. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna get in between these two. This guy. 3 attacks. Alright, he's gonna be using his blade. His blade's a little different. And he is gonna roll. Ooh, that is a 25 for the first guard. And that is. Ooh, that is going to be 13 damage. So he will essentially just cut this one's head off, making him fall. And he'll bring the sword down on the other one. That is a 17 plus. 17 plus insurance is gonna hit. And that will be. What's the plus again for this guy? 11 damage total. So that will be a front slash, leaving a grievous fatal wound through this guard's chest, and he will also fall to the ground.
Oh no.
What's his speed? Doesn't have enough to reach you, so, right, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So he is going to take one step here and go for this third guard. That is a nat 20. Guard has no chance. 9
Guard
plus
is cooked.
9 plus 16 plus the others. So yeah. So you guys see him fell 3. Well, I guess Lindonis is the only one that's really gonna see this. You'll see him fell 3 guards in one turn before turning toward Lindonis, and he's gonna flick his blade, making the blood splat to the ground, and he'll have a smirk on his face.
Well, someone's getting cocky.
5, 10, 15, 20. And that is a 21 from this guy, and that is gonna be max damage, which is gonna be enough for this guard to also fall to the guy's spear. And then 5, 15. So, Lindonis, you're up. That's Taslin today. Are you muted?
I
He
think he might
died.
Oh
have
shit!
said-
I'm muted. I'm muted. My
There
bad.
you go.
Idiot.
There you go.
On this guy right here, do I see him wearing metal or do I see his weapon is metal?
None of them are wearing metal. Um, his weapon would be metal, but the hilt is leather wrapped.
Okay. 1 second. New character, who dis?
Fair.
Okay, so that's not going to work. All right. So
He's
am.
holding a shield as well, but again, leather wrap on the handle parts.
Yeah, he has to be in direct contact. I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
It's a 5 foot thing. It's not like it takes up other areas. It's only the one square it takes up. So you can it's kind of like Moonbeam. You only get like one actual spot.
Okay. So what I'm showing here wouldn't reach those two.
No, it'd be more like this. So you can move this wherever you want.
Yeah, right there. I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers on this guy right here.
I'm just going to give you control so you can put it where you want it. Although it's not able to be moved afterwards, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was wondering about that actually.
There we go, right there. So Cloud of Daggers on him.
Alright.
I have to roll for.
They just straight up take 4d4 slashing damage. The first time.
44?
Yeah, 4d4.
44 slashing damage when you cast the spell using spell slot 3rd, higher, or level. It increases by 2d4. So I'm casting this at 3rd level, so it'd be 64.
Okay, then yeah, 6d4.
So then he gets 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Adonis is going to he's going to run right into the trees right here. And that's it for him.
That brings us to this one.
Zinger patiently waiting for his turn. Twiddling his thumbs.
5. No, he wouldn't want to put his back to the other enemies. They do have some battle sense. He's gonna put his back to the enemies no matter what he does. He's just gonna take a step forward and go for Thor, regular with the spear. Ooh, that is a 21.
You bitch!
So Thor, that is 9 damage with the spear. And now that you are injured, he has advantage on his next attack, which will be a bite. And that is, even worse, a 14.
I slap him.
As much as you'd love to. Would the guard charge into the water? No, he would stay on land as long as he can. So 5, 10, 15, 25. Coming to help you out, Thor. This guard rolls so badly. That is a 12. That is not gonna hit. No. Oh, 12 does hit. Oh, with advantage, by the way. And that's going to be. That's going to be.
This poor dude. He's just having a rough day.
They do their best. All right, they do their best. They handle like muggers. This is not the job description. That guard is.
That's what they signed up for, to protect the city.
Yeah, from like a burglar. 5, 15, 20, 25. He'll attack the same one because they fight in groups. And that is, wow, that is 19. I hit, so that is going to be 6 more damage. Still not enough to kill this Sahagwin, but it is bloodied and poked twice. Thor, you are up.
Ah! Alright, I'm gonna hit the one that they're hitting as well. Why not?
Good luck.
18.
18 hits.
Cool. Boink. It's gonna be an 11. I'll do offhand attack as well.
Alright, well, the 11 is going to be enough for you to have done a fatal stab on that Sahagwin.
Ah, fair enough.
It took 3 people, but we finally got the Sahagwin down.
Meanwhile,
Can I-
Ro took out like 5 in this first turn.
Yeah, he does that.
Well, Fireball is real good at hitting a lot of things a lot, with a lot of
Yeah.
damage, so...
Yeah. And we have fried fish!
Heck yeah, fried fish! Well, Avery can't eat
I'm
fried
presuming,
fish, but you know.
There's
I'm
no way.
presuming I can't do my offhand attack at this point.
You can do your offhand attack. You have another enemy.
Well,
right
cool. I
next to
rolled a nat 20 on that.
you. Cool.
That's just a 2d6.
Because you have. We've been letting this go because you have dueling, don't you?
Hmm?
No, you have fancy. You have swashbuckler, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, your short sword. Which one are you using on this short sword? The plus
let's
one
just
is
go.
your offhand, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so that will be 1d6, or I'm sorry, 2d6 plus 12.
Oh, okay.
Big potential here.
If my dice doesn't fall off my desk. 23.
Alright, and that is going to be a fatal instant attack on this one. Full damage.
Hey, Dean, I noticed a flaw with you turning one of the underwater Sahagwins invisible.
Okay.
If you hover over them in the turn order, you can still see where they are.
Can you? That's
Yes.
You know what's funny?
Well, that's above.
Yeah.
That's above table, but below table we still can't see them. It's called role playing.
Also, that's actually not the right one. That's the one I accidentally put on the wrong layer. I don't think it. I think usually it's not visible.
I'm just making sure you're aware.
See, I think it's on this layer. It is on that layer. I found it.
Like,
So if I
But
hit,
the one that has the
obviously not. I'm not
the one
gonna
that-
obviously not gonna use it for like meta, but like, I'm just making sure you're
Alright.
aware because I find it kind of funny.
What about now?
well, the one that has a
Nope,
5
he's gone.
initiative can't see it.
Yeah, it's because it's the one that was on the wrong layer. So
It's just fine. It's
if I put them on the right layer, now you can't do that. So that's all good.
I was just poking. Sorry.
It's also not in the right spot, so I'll put them in the right spot. All right. Anyways, so yeah, all is good. Yeah, I accidentally had them on the lighting layer, and I'm like, I don't know. But anyways, Thor, anything else for you?
Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of run over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Why don't you stand over the dead body? No, I'm cooked.
All right. Anna, you're up.
I too am going to be casting Cloud of Daggers, but at 3rd level on our lovely boy down at the bottom. This one. So I'm going to be needing a.
I gave you your own right there, and it's 60 feet range.
Mhm.
This guy? Right?
Yes.
Right, well. Then I'll just move it up. There you go. And then give me that 64.
Don't mind if I do. first one's 3, then you have 4, 6, 4.
6. What? 3, 4 is 7.
3, 4, 6.
Okay, you're
And then
rolling.
a
You're
4.
rolling d4s. You
Oh,
can't. You
fuck.
can't roll a 6.
I had the 4 up on that one. That's why I got confused. Never mind. I got you. Well, that's gonna be a 4.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 7. 9. 13. 16. 18. Like 19 total damage.
All right.
Yes.
19 total damage. All right. Anything else?
Yes, actually. I'm going to move back a bit. I'll show you the exact path. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to do it. It didn't click it right.
That's all right. I mean, it was in full movement, so.
Yeah.
All right. That'll bring us back to row. Given this situation, I think he would. No one's really gotten hurt, so he probably wouldn't wither and bloom just yet. Maybe firebolt. I'm just go classic. Yeah, I guess we'll just go wither and or I'm sorry, firebolt, because he does that all the time. 1d20, and that is 12 plus a bunch. That's gonna hit this guy, so 2d10 plus 2, 16 damage to this guy. And Ro won't move, he'll stay there. Alright. This one is going to probably fight spellcaster the spellcaster. So this one's gonna focus on Lindonis. Oh, that's gonna be a guiding bolt coming your way. Does a 19? Yeah, 19 hit.
Yes.
All right. Oh, wrong one. I need. It is 4d6. Oh wow. 18 damage.
And do I lose my concentration?
You have to roll for that. It's a d20 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. You said 4D.
No, you just roll your
What was it?
Constitution saving throw. It is your DC is 10. You took 18 damage.
Okay. Constitution shape. So that's 15 plus 10, correct?
What's your con? Your con save is 10?
Oh no, that's it's a 16.
Okay. Yeah, 16 saves.
Okay.
Alright.
The cloud of dagger stays.
Yes, it does. Alrighty. And they are going to submerge themselves. This one will pop up out of the water It will not have seen who cast other stuff, so it's going to cast on Thor. I'm sorry, not Thor. On Rogar. Still focused on that. Guiding Bolt. And that is a 7. It's gonna miss, and they will submerge once again. Alright, Avery, you are up.
Yippee! Avery is gonna take one step to the right and smack this guy. Huh?
Alright, you have advantage.
Yo. So, 22, I think.
Absolutely hits.
Yeah. Okay. Can I go ahead and roll my other attack?
I would rather you roll the damage real quick.
Okay. 11.
Alright, and that is enough to kill this guy.
Okay. So, I didn't think that would be enough.
He's been attacked, so. As that one falls and there's no enemies on this immediate side, these two guards let out a bit of a cheer.
All right, and I don't know. Would you say I have enough movement to make it here?
Uh, probably.
I have 60 feet, so
Yeah, let's see.
used 5
Let's
to scooch over a little
5.
bit. And then the measure thing.
That's 55 right
45.
here. Well,
Ah,
diagonals,
drat.
You can have what? You get one diagonal, so I guess you could be more like here. But yeah, because of the diagonal
Yeah,
rule.
I'm.
So. Cool, you good there?
There's no one. Yeah, I'm chilling here.
Alrighty. I need that 64, please, from Anna.
On it. $18 damage.
18? Jeez.
Mm-hmm. I rolled 3 threes in a row. It's hilarious. I was like 3, 3, 3.
Alright, 18. Alright, he is still up and he's going to walk out of the cloud. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? He'll dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, and he'll wait right here. Lavina, you're up.
Okay. So I am going to move my hunter's mark to this guy.
Alright,
And then I'm going to shoot him with my glimmer.
go for it.
21 to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll your second attack too.
Okay. 24 to hit.
That also hits. Go ahead and do all that damage.
Okay, so it's 11 and 11.
It's
Cool. 22 damage. Yeah.
Alright. Solid amount of damage. Just to make sure, you are including the radiant damage, correct? So 1d8
So it's 1d8 plus 2d6.
plus 5. Yep.
Damn it! Plus 5. Nope, so 10 more damage.
10 more damage. Alright. He is still up, but as he was running toward Lindonis, you let off 2 shots that grievously wound him. One hit in his leg, halving his movement, and one will pass through his chest. But he is still up, if not limping and bleeding. Alright, that brings us to this guy who is dead. I need the 64 from Lindonis, please.
What?
14.
14 damage. This guy is still up. He's going to step out of the cloud of daggers. 5, 10, 15. Avery, this one's coming for you. He's got his blade. His blade has a design that almost represents like a wave crashing into a beach. The first attack is a 23. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Alright. And now that you have taken...
Wait, was that a disadvantage?
It was, it doesn't, it does it cause disadvantage or does it cause no advantage? Look at this place.
What?
Oh, it does, it gives him disadvantage on all rolls, okay. Roll one more time, and that is, alright, instead of a 23, it's 21. Does that hit?
It meets.
Okay, and that was disadvantage. Okay, so now you've taken 13, 16 damage.
Jesus.
And now that you're injured, he does get advantage, which I guess would mean regular rolls.
Yeah.
Because they have Blood Frenzy. And so, I will go ahead and do both the other two attacks now. And that is a 14 plus... or a 14 total. And then we have ourselves a nat 1. That's consequence. As he's gonna harm himself.
Hey, I think this is the first time this has happened.
The blade is going to clash against your armor and bounce back. And he's going to slice himself, taking half of 10 damage. So he'll take 5 damage. Alright. Five, 10, 15, 20. Regular roll from this guy, because he also gets advantage from Blood Frenzy. That is, oh my god, another nat 1. That is insane. And as he goes to attack you with his spear, it's going to again clash off of your shield. And as it whips over, it's going to hit the hilt of the other guy's sword, and he'll drop his sword for a moment. He'll do a bite attack to follow it up, and that is only going to be a 10. That will miss. Lindonis, you are up.
All right. So I'm going to move on this guy here. I am going to... Let's see if I can do this right. No passing. Okay, I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade on my rapier and swing at him. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit, yes.
All right, so that's 1d8 plus 3. Ooh, yeah, 7 plus.
But it's your weapons, right? Your weapon is the 1d8, and then an extra
Yeah.
1d8 of fire damage.
1d8.
So it should be
Yep.
2d8 plus 3, 1d8 being fire.
Yep.
And then if there's an enemy within 5 feet, it would bounce over to him, but there's no one
Yep.
around.
So that is 9. 9 plus 3, so 11.
Alright. Well, it was enough that you were able to You saw the shot go through his chest, and you took your rapier and you finished the job, including lighting up with a green flame to burn him on the inside. Anything else?
Bye. No, that is it.
Alright, this guard's going to charge down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's here to help. This guy's gonna do the
Yippee.
same thing. That brings us to Thor.
Yay!
Yippee!
5, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, fuck it. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm gonna throw a short sword at him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
That's a dirty 20.
Is you do that with disadvantage?
You bastard.
Because you are more than 20 feet away. Well, actually, that's 20
I'm like right
feet.
at 20.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
no,
like right
if
at.
you're hitting this guy, then I guess that's fine. Yeah, that hits.
And get fucked! I'm gonna use the offhand. Well, I'm not gonna throw my up and use the sword. Would be, +1, yeah. That'd be, 13 actually.
13 damage. Your sword will clash into him and then fall into the sand of the beach. You will have to collect it.
That's fine. Next!
Anna.
Okie dokie. Does it cost an action to no longer concentrate on the cloud of daggers?
No, you just drop your spell.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drop that because there's nobody in it.
Right.
And then I shall move my 30 feet. And then I am probably going to be casting Vicious Mockery.
Okay. The wisdom save, right?
Yes, I'm making
Which-
sure that
which
they're
one?
in range. It is a wisdom save,
But which one?
and it is going to be the one down here.
Alright, that is a 17.
17. That's the wrong thing.
Your save is a 16.
Yep.
It saves.
That saves.
Alright, your words have no room here. Anything else?
Since I'm so close, I probably... Just by looking at them, do I see like any sort of damage on...
They are both injured.
Avery?
Yes. Oh,
Avery's
Avery?
injured?
Yeah, you would see injury on Avery.
Alright. So without even second guessing whether it's her blood or not, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on
Cure Wounds
her.
is an action.
Oh no, not Cure Wounds. Sorry.
Healing word?
No, I have Mass Healing Word. I do not have Healing Word.
Isn't Mass Healing Word also an action?
It's a bonus.
Oh. Oh yeah, because it's kind of weak.
Yeah.
Mass
I will be
Cure
casting
Wounds is where it's
Mass
at.
Healing Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
So whoever's in that radius.
Who are your 6?
My 6. Is everybody in my radius for it?
It's for 60 feet, so...
I believe so.
Yeah, just about. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Avery. So 1, 2, the 2 guards, myself, this person back here, and him if he needs it.
No one else needs it, so just roll 1d4 plus. I think your modifier is 4. 5. 1d4 plus 5.
That's gonna be 8.
8. Alright, so
Oh, yeah. Just what I needed.
Donus, Avery, the guards, Thor, and Anna all get 8 points.
Yippee!
Yay!
Alright, and if that's it,
That'll be my turn.
yeah, you guys just got healed by someone you don't know. Donus and I don't know if you guys talked on your boat or whatever, but that's the deal. Rose going to 5,
don't know.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and hold his action for when one of these guys come up to do Firebolt, and because that's exactly what he would do because he doesn't like people hiding. This one pops up. He's going to do his Firebolt. 1d20. That's going to hit. 2d10 plus 2. That's going to do 10 damage to this one. It is still alive, and it will use its last ability to do this, to cast Guiding Bolt on a row. And that is a 7. And you guys will see it turn around and head this way as it goes underwater again. This one will pop up next. 5. Who would it go for? Number 6. That is Anna. Guiding Bolt coming your way. That is a 22. I do believe that hits.
It does.
Alright.
Well, I healed in time.
That will be 11, 15 damage from this Guiding Bolts.
God, I'm gonna use my reaction for that one.
What's your reaction?
I can't do it. Never mind. Can't do that one.
Alright. And it will submerge once again. Aeroplane. Avery, that brings us to you.
Yippee! So it doesn't cost like a bonus action or anything to do a medicine check, right?
Is a bonus action to do skills, yes.
Ah, drat. I guess I'm just gonna go out. Bonus action, Wrathful Smite, and then smack this guy. That's
Alright.
23 to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay, and Wrathful Smite is what's D6? Okay. Long dice, skinny. That is 15 total damage.
Alright, it is still up, but that was quite the hit on it.
What's your wisdom save?
That is a 17 on the wisdom save.
Ah, drat, you save.
Alright. Anything
Anyways,
else?
I smack him again.
Okay.
That is 17 plus insurance.
That is gonna hit. Well, yeah, your insurance will hit.
Yeah, and then that's only 7 damage, but damage is damage, I'll take it.
Damage is damage. He is still up, but he is pretty badly injured. That brings us to
By this
Avina.
dupe.
Sorry, go ahead and say anything.
Oh no, I was meaning to mumble to myself, sorry.
Alright, Avina, you're up.
Meaning to say stupid fish. Avina, you good?
Fam.
There.
Unmuting the mic. So I move my hunter's mark to this guy. This guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think that's right. It's. Oh, I have to do the right click. There we go. Yeah, I'm moving right here.
All right.
And then, okay, jeez. And then I shoot the guy with the hunter's mark on him because it's the whole plan.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. Do you want to roll your damage, or you happy just hearing he
I mean,
died?
can I just
Yeah.
know that he died?
Yeah, he died.
Okay, great. And then I take my second shot that is apparently at the other guy who I can still see.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, these guys' AC are so low.
Right? And so
Is this our
then...
is this our reprieve after like the
Oh,
20
that's
that
so horrible.
Bellatrix was?
Yeah.
I mean, y'all went from a boss fight to this. I mean, the boss fight's gonna feel worse because it's a boss.
I mean, it's a new chapter.
Yeah. I mean,
So I'm gonna
True.
re-roll my I'm gonna re-roll my D8,
okay.
and then I'm still only gonna get 11 damage for that guy.
That is still gonna be enough to be a headshot.
Super
And with
great.
that, you managed to take out the last two enemies on the beach. With no enemies around on the beach, these last remaining guards are going to both start cheering before they lose their vigor and look around at their dead comrades.
Yeah.
Lindonis, do you want to do anything about the ones you saw in the water?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Thor, anything about the ones in the water?
Not worth the effort. They probably could swim faster than me.
Alright. Anna, anything in the for the ones in the water?
Lightning bolt.
Did you ask me?
Yeah, is there anything you want to do in the water for the ones that were in the water?
Give me a second. I might. Actually, yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to this cow lady here and go, "Nice to meet your acquaintance. More enemies in the water." Before tapping her with a spell of heroism. Actually, wait, no, not a spell of that. A spell of Blade Ward.
Okay.
What does that do?
I believe
Blade Ward
adds a 1d8 to your damage, right?
No.
What?
Until the end of your next turn. So I'm guessing until the end of my next turn,
Yeah.
you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Okay. I think Ro would just look out the water and hold his action for if it pops up again.
I guess since she gave me that pointer, I'm going to head toward the water.
In a second.
Oh, sorry.
This one's going to pop up, and tired of the others, it's going to aim for a guard. And that is only a 7. This thing can't get
Whack-a-mole.
off anything for its life. Ro's gonna let off his firebolt. That's gonna hit. 2d10 plus 2. Oh. Damage is damage. 6 damage. Taking that hit and missing its last guiding bolt. I don't think it hit once with the guiding bolt, to be honest. It is going to also start swimming this way before it submerges. Oh, I did it again.
Only ones want to take a pot shot.
Whoopsie.
All right. Avery, now it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yippee. So I saw one. Would I have seen the other one?
Well, both of which you saw last turn. You saw it turn and start to swim away before
Well,
submerging.
we're resting now. This is our resting time. Yeah, we're
Avery,
gonna have
if you want
resting
to look
time.
out at the water, you can see the one that started swimming away. You can see that one swimming away. But as it's swimming away, next to it, you can see a pair of glowing blue eyes that are kind of like looking at you before they fade into the darkness of the water.
Oh. Hmm. That's uncomfortable. Um, she is going to uh uh kind of like she is going to quickly say to her, and I guess not friend but companion, on a it looks like they're retreating, and kind of just, I guess, stay where she is and hold her action, and
All right.
in case one does
Um,
come near, I
I'm
guess.
just gonna shorten it to: does anyone want to do anything else for this combat scenario?
No, but if
I'm
they're
allowed
going away,
movement.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna go pick my sword up.
Okay, fair enough. Londonis, anything?
No, nothing for combat.
All right. As this combat comes to an end and things settle down, only the sound of the storm and the waves remain. As you guys are looking at a somber post-battlefield, the guards will take a moment before turning to the group, and one of them will say, "We must report back to Salmer. He must know that the battle on the coastline is a victory of ours. Victory of many losses, but at least the threat is gone. You all are welcome to do as you wish. We appreciate your help. We will let them know that you aided us." Uh, uh,
Avery will nod to them as they leave.
you two. He'll kind of point to Anna and Londonis. "We know of them, but we know not of you. What are your names for our reports?"
Well, for me, you can
Wait,
just go ahead and write down Anna, the person who aided you the most. Unlike this, what was your name again? Licorice?
hmm,
Oh boy.
I'm surprised you don't know me. I'm famous around everywhere. You never heard of Ladonis Ravana?
Oh, it doesn't
Londonis and
ring a
Anna.
bell.
Okay, good news. Be on you as you need. And they will
I
leave.
counted
Wait, I
4 in my body count. How much was yours? 2?
oh Annabelle, I didn't. When you kill so many, you don't need to keep count.
Annabelle. What, you killed more guards than you did kill the fish?
A kill's a kill. My book.
Oh my
Avery is just
god.
gonna
We were
start
supposed to
like
be helping the
Avery is just
guards.
kind of like try and
Helping who?
like push them away a little bit from each other. It's like, okay, there's no need
We're
to
not.
bicker.
Oh, whoa there.
Like,
No need to get handsy.
As you guys.
sorry, I
Hmm,
just didn't
A
want a fight to
friend I
break
might
out.
say, but like, still. I have my
hmm.
morals, unlike licorice.
Ooh, a bovine that talks. How are you doing today?
Oh god,
Huh.
I'm gonna puke.
Oh
Oh,
no.
As
it
you
could
guys
be
are
better, I guess.
making.
Thanks for asking.
As you guys are making your rough acquaintance, you hear another scream from inside of the city.
I bet I
That'll
can hit more
very.
people than you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get people
Beyond
running.
then, we have two. See, the problem between me and her, she doesn't care about, well, yeah, whatever.
Well, that
Saving
scream
You
is
can
going
let
people.
her
to
go.
very quickly. That scream is very quickly going to grab Avery's attention, and she's going to start running towards the city.
Yeah,
Like, even if he
Avina
starts
too.
saying
Yeah,
something.
we're
Mm,
yeah.
Before we go to the next part, do you guys want to take a break?
Yes.
Alright.
That's fine.
Now's a good time for a
Yeah.
5, and we can do that.
That
Cool.
works for me.
Thanks.
We definitely don't
Come
know
on.
each other. We're
What's
just-
that?
Our characters definitely do not know each other.
No, not at all.
We're two bards who are like, you don't know me. I don't know you. And it's shocking that you don't know me. Maybe you're somebody who plagiarizes shit.
Oh, mine definitely has that like God complex, entertainer complex. Like, can you not me? I've known me. I've been around forever.
You must not have been important enough. I think Anna's.
Oh, we're role playing now? Okay.
I was just going to say, Anna's definitely a playful more to her of like, no, I may not know you, but you know, you're deciding to be godlike, so I'm gonna
Oh.
smack you down a few pegs.
He does. He definitely has that, like, you don't know who I am complex.
Yeah. Anna doesn't really. If people recognize her, she likes it, but she's not like, you should know who I am.
Oh no, like my personality trait is I get bitter if I'm not the center of attention. My ideals are greed. I'm only in it for the money and fame. My bonds are I want to be famous, whatever it takes. And my flaws are I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
Yeah.
It's a typical bard.
Yeah, you are.
I know you. I know I am.
Mine is I always want to know how things work and makes people tick. My ideals are communities, basically strengthening it and protecting it, and how I see fit. Bonds is I owe my guild my life for they helped me turn into the person I am today. And flaw, I kind of tweaked it a bit, is I am incredibly secretive of my like identity and I hide it.
Yeah. And I'm
So,
small
like,
for
my
a
actual identity, like who I am behind the mask, that is.
oh, we're gonna have another Lucia situation where we don't get to know her.
No, you get to know her. She's fine with that. You don't actually see what her face looks like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the mask.
Mm-hmm. If anybody was wondering, that is what that white thing is.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I figured because I see like there's red arms, red face, red horns, red ears. Oh, I'm definitely like glitz glamour. I've got like the 80s hairdo, like long haired, like poison. Like my character is my picture. I'm like,
Yes.
but he's all about, he's like, how would I
I
explain
love
him? He's
how
like
we hadn't even met for 5 seconds. He's already hitting on Avery.
I didn't hit on Avery yet.
He just got like real sultry. That is not, if that's not hitting on her, I don't know what is.
There's different. No, wait. You gotta wait.
Oh my god. This is.
But wait,
just wait
there's
until battle's
more.
over. You're gonna be all over her.
Oh, wait.
I'm pretty sure Avina's just gonna punch you in the crotch.
Oh no.
Which is what I expect. Like, I mean, I'm young for a half of
Avery's gonna be a lot nicer
I'm
about
young.
it than Avina is, I'm sure.
I mean, for a half elf, I'm very young and very like.
Wait,
yeah.
how old are you?
28.
Oh, really? Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are so young. You're like what, a teenager? If that?
Well, no, they mature at 20, but he's still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they live until like
Anna is
but
younger than you.
they live until like 180.
Damn.
Yeah, so like Taslin, he was 17, but in human years, that's like 40.
I'll go ahead and post
So he was
actual photo.
Dog, then how was he not like an old ass man by the time he got old at one time?
who?
So
Taslin? Remember that
that's what
time
the
that he
mask looks like. I just put it in general chat, or not general, but in chat.
Oh, it's a mask. I thought you just
Yes.
have
No, it is.
Are you are you a tiefling?
Yes.
I gotcha.
I knew it was a tiefling. I just couldn't tell what was going on with her skin.
It's not her skin.
Sunburn.
Exactly. I didn't realize that at first. I thought that like the spider lilies, I think, were like patches of her skin where she had
Like horses? Or
Hmm?
the higabanas?
Was that English?
What?
Right?
This was on her mask. Higabanas, or scientifically known as lycoris.
Or the
I
floral
thought they were
pattern.
spider lilies.
Listen, that's a big word,
No.
and I'm gonna
Spider
treat it
lily
as offensive.
is
I was gonna say though, I'm just gonna keep it into small male words. Words, flowers.
so Anna. The spider lily, that is what it's called in Japanese as her first name. And the
Wait.
second part is what type of flower they actually are.
Thor, did you turn your profile picture upside down in
Yes, he did.
Discord?
Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Who knows?
It's been upside down.
I just now noticed it. That's really
I actually
funny.
just recently changed it to my character, and I was like, oh, I can spin it upside down. Sick.
Oh my god.
I'm upside down, man.
But it's been like 2 weeks though. At least
It's
2
been
weeks.
like a couple weeks. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We haven't met in like 2 weeks.
It's true. It's true.
Very true.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah. No, like her first name is the Japanese of how you say that type of spider lily. In Japanese.
In hiragana or katakana?
Higabana.
Okay.
At least I kept mine easy. Lindonis.
This has been a flower lesson from
We
Miss Higgins.
Lycoris is what
Right.
flower spider lilies are.
We can just call you Lynn.
No, she goes by Anna.
I'm talking about Ladonis.
Oh. Nah.
You guys, whatever you guys come up with, I mean,
I'm probably just gonna end up calling you Lynn.
Are we ready to continue?
Flower lady, woman, man.
The thing is,
I love how
my character introduces herself as Anna. She's not performing. She's not, writing something or anything. So.
I'm performing.
Oh no.
Go for it.
Okay. So are we ready to continue now?
This is like similar to talking about Callus for 45 minutes.
But this is a break. This is a break.
Yeah.
But this was a break.
I made that mask. I'm proud of it. Okay.
Damn.
It's a super man.
Hey, I made my picture. I'm very proud of my picture.
It's a super picture.
All right, I'm ready. If
Man,
you
I
guys
got
are.
mine from the internet.
It's super
I mean, that's what helped me.
The fingers were very janky.
I mean, yeah, I used words to make mine, but I still made it.
Yeah, no, the base of my photo is. I did not.
I'm not gonna go into that discussion.
AI art, and then I fixed it up because certain things looked not right.
Yeah.
Like the fingers. The fingers are so bad, guys. One finger was just a huge bulbous.
Who now?
It's okay. I have my artist too. If I need to, I'll go to him.
Well,
Damn, I
kind
see
of
how it
got
is.
most of what I was
He
going
helped me
for.
with Taz.
Damn, I see how it is.
Well, no,
All
I
right.
was gonna make mine, but I didn't have the time.
I'm just poking.
Speaking of time, I believe we are up. You guys ready?
Yay!
Yep.
I haven't heard from. Oh, yep, we're all good.
Okay.
Anna's definitely taunting the other bard and being like, "Are you gonna try to at least hit something this time?"
I hit plenty this time.
No,
Are
I
we,
saw that missing.
Are we following the road?
Sure. Let's go down
Where are
the
the
merry-go
screams coming
road
from?
thing.
Kind of like in this general direction.
Yeah, sure. Follow the road.
Kind of cutting through.
All right, and I'm guessing you're gonna turn here.
hmm
All right, so you guys make your way down the streets, and you see people are running away from this area.
Okay.
As you pass by the city hall, you see that the windows have been boarded up, And as you reach
Well, that's suspicious.
this city street area, is this suspicious?
As we get closer to the battle, I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay. You guys put yourself in
Oh, do I
whatever
still have
order.
that, by the way? Or would have been at the end, or that would have ended at combat?
It's been at least 2 or 3 minutes, so.
Okay, I'm just
Holy
asking.
shit.
So you guys come across this scene where you see a group of Sahagwins are facing against a group of lizard folk. There are no people around. Um, there is some damage to the buildings and streets, and there is the occasional blood splatter. But this is the scene that you're looking at. As you guys run up, this one back here is going to make a strange kind of almost like a gurgle noise, where these guys will turn sideways so they can see both sides of the group of enemies that they face. And now they are no longer outnumbering, so shouldn't be too bad of a fight.
Hope those lizard things are on our side.
These lizard folks are the ones that you guys have helped before.
Anna
I
has
was,
He
it.
doesn't
I was
know
about to
that.
say, we're about to be fucked up here.
Alright, Anna and Lynn, you guys don't know nothing. You see a whole ton of enemies. You don't see anything good here. Okay, and then I need the lizard folk numbers and stuff. Let me open that. I should open that.
You didn't already have this ready?
I should have opened it during the 5 while y'all were talking about nonsense.
Oh my god.
I know.
You're the one that proposed the 5.
I can take it back next
Yo,
time.
naked.
No 5s next time. Got it.
You're the DM.
I know y'all didn't want breaks. Alright.
My God. Oh, shit. Did we just lose everybody?
No, I'm
No.
here.
Lose everybody.
I thought
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
I thought my internet crapped out or something. So
I was like, everybody just got quiet.
Oh, I mute myself whenever it's like not my turn so that he can do what he needs to do.
I'm just waiting for Dean to roll his a billion enemies.
Oh, and
Right?
our
I know, right?
I would.
Where we're at.
Now, I do like the idea of pre-rolling, but when I turn the turn order on, it'll just go screen to screen, and I can't not have it. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna just spoil it, so I can't. Wow. Why do the allies get such a bad roll?
I was just being like just poking at you.
Damn it, I hate when I pour too much Coke and not enough rum.
Right?
Just make some space.
I just did.
Alright. And then row, of course. 12 plus, was it 2, I think? 3. 15. Alright. sure there's dupes. 5, 22, 21. Oh, Lindonis, what's your dex, Lynn?
My dex is
2.
a 14 or 2.
Yeah. So you go before them, Lindo. I will have Avery go first.
Yippee!
Rogar will go second. Anna, you go before them. Alright. Good to go. And just like that, Thor, you are up.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. I think I'm gonna bonus action dash here. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I'm gonna get to about here, and then I'm gonna put an arm out and say, the big old lizardoids, they're fine. They're on our side. Just stay with us. You'll be fine. And then I'm going to rush
It'll look
past.
fine.
So I'll remind you guys that people confuse lizard folk and hogwinds naturally.
Oof. Well, you know what?
Rounds.
That's all they get.
That was
I
kind
will
of the whole
tell you.
chapter 3 thing.
Yeah.
This is a lizard. This is a fish to Anna.
Fish.
Right. Right.
Fish.
I mean, to be fair, it is. Whatever.
Yeah, Thor. Go ahead, do your turn.
Yeah.
That is a 23.
That hits.
Tell me I don't get sneak attack, even though he's looking away from me.
No, I said that they turn. He's the one that actually announced it. But you are a swashbuckler, and this is a 1v1. You do get your stuff. Let's see.
I would imagine, I would, since I am kind of sneaking up on it and doesn't know that we're here.
So you gain an additional way to get your sneak attack. You don't need that advantage. If you're within 5 feet of it, no other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage. So yeah, you get your sneak attack because of your swashbuckler.
That's what I figured.
Because you're 1v1ing, and there's no one else around. It's the no one else around part that matters.
Yeah. The plus, which I'm hitting with that, that'd be 28.
28 damage. Crazy.
Yes.
What a stab. That is a gravely wounded stab that you just did.
I'm gonna bonk him with my other sword as well, for a dirty 20.
That hits. Go ahead.
Bonk. That will be an 11.
And you will carve that one down in one turn.
Okay, bye.
That brings us to the Baron, who will have witnessed that. And so 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And he's going to do all 3 of his attacks. This one is holding a trident with 2 hands, and so that will be first a trident. 2 trident attacks, and then a bite attack. So first the trident attack, which is a nat 20.
You bitch.
He's returning the favor. Alrighty.
Just for the heads up, I'm just gonna do uncanny dodge. So if you want to roll half that dice, that'd be great.
Alright, well, I already rolled all of it, so that's gonna be 16, 20, 24 damage. So uncanny will bring that down to 12.
12.
And now that you are injured, they now have advantage on attacks against you. So second trident attack is a 19. Does that hit?
Does meet. Does meet.
Alright, then that's going to be 13
Excuse me.
damage.
Jesus, from a bite?
Nope, that was a second trident stab. This one's the
Oh,
bite.
okay.
Now comes the bite. And that is probably going to miss, as that is a 16.
Yes.
Alright. 2 trident stabs, but it misses with its chomp. Lindo, did you want to say something?
Said, excuse me, I sneezed.
Oh, okay. I didn't even hear it. Avina, you are up.
Okay. I am ready. I cast Hunter's Mark on Dubro. Giant
Dude, bro.
Dubro.
Dude, bro.
Yep. I assume his gender is male because apparently I'm an asshole. I don't know. 27 to hit.
27 hits.
And that is 15 damage.
Alright.
And then I
Solid
shoot him
strike.
again.
Solid strike, carving across his side waist.
And that is a 28 to hit.
That obviously hits.
And then I have 18 damage.
Not bad. 2 solid shots. I would say one actually pierced through his abdomen, but he is still up. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. He's got ranged options. Yeah, he's gonna throw his trident at the lizard folk. And that is a 14. Which does not hit. Wasted turn. Lindonis, you are up.
All right. Okay. I am going to cast on this guy, Phantasmal Killer at 4th level.
Ooh, that's the only option you got there for that spell, but yeah.
Yep. He has to beat a Wisdom saving throw.
That is a 4 on the die. Does that beat?
No, no, it does not.
Dang it. Had to have been close.
You were just a little bit off.
Aw, dang.
And then he takes 4d10 psychic damage, which is 17 points of damage.
With a 4d10? Damn, that's...
Yeah. I know, right?
I mean, I don't know if that even falls under damage as damage. That's unfortunate.
Not right.
17 damage. All
and
right.
then I'm just going to move here.
All right. Anything else?
But I do have concentration on it, so he is under.
Phantasmal
That's
Killer.
it.
Let me just... Well, I forgot it was concentration. Does it just keep hitting, or...
For the duration, the target makes a Wisdom saving throw on each of its turns. On turns, on a failed save, it takes the psychic damage again. On a successful save, the spell ends.
All right, let me throw a purple on him. Boom. All right. That brings us to this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. First attack on lizard folk. That actually, I believe, hits with dirty 20. All right. So Oh, that's going to be a stab with a spear, 11 damage. That loser folk is still up, but now he's injured, so advantage on the attack. And that is a 17. That does hit. So I'm going to go ahead and roll his last attack. And that is a 25, so they both hit. So 3 spear lunges, dealing another, let's see, 7, 11, 10, and then 5, so 15 more damage. The lizard folk is still up, but he is bleeding and wounded. This guy 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, he would have just gone here. 30. Well, 25. He wouldn't have done the diagonal at all. And he is going to slash at these guys. He's going to do the injured guy first. Finish him off. That is going to finish him off with a 23. Yeah, that's going to finish him off. So one lizard folk will fall to these guys. And then he will do his next attack on the one in front of him. That is a 15 total. Does not hit. We'll try again. And that is a 17, which does hit. Bringing up, almost max damage. That is 18 damage. He is still up, but he is pretty harshly wounded as well. Avery, you're up.
Alright. First of all, bonus action Wrathful Smite. And then I think the most that I can move, or most that I really want to move, is right here, which is just a straight line, and then like a diagonal or something. And then smack big guy.
Go for it.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Alright, can I go ahead and roll my second attack roll?
Sure.
Okay. That's 19.
That hits. Go ahead and do your damage.
Alright.
The Wrathful Smite would have been in the first one only.
Yeah, I know.
Give me the first one first, please.
I was gonna do it like all in one thing.
Yeah, well, I just want to see what you roll, because it might be big enough.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me. 18 for the first attack.
Okay, give me the other damage.
Okay. And then 8.
Doing just enough damage to finish this guy off, you carve a grievous X into his chest, and he falls.
Yippee!
Anything else?
And then I have 5 more feet of movement, so I'm just gonna gooch. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Ro is up. I think this time he would 5, 10, 15, 20, and then Wither and Bloom right here. So, let me just verify Wither and Bloom. So he's definitely going to pick Avery for the heal. So you can roll 1 hit dice. And then those
Yippee.
2 need to make a con save each. The top one got 18 plus, the bottom one got 4. So I believe that is going to be a save from the top one. Double checking Rose's thing. 18 meets, so the 4 will fail, the 18 will pass. Half as much damage on fails.
And
it'll
whatever I roll, I get in healing.
yeah, it'll be your hit dice plus
Yeah.
5.
Oh, cool.
Because it's your hit dice plus his modifier. Yeah, so. And he rolled 11 for the damage. So the one up top will take 11. And the one on bottom will take 6. Alrighty. And yeah, what'd you roll for your heal?
My hit dice is 10. I rolled a 10, and that's plus 5, so 15.
Fair enough. Alright. Session. Cast Fireball.
Fireball. Ooh.
Just keeping track of what he casts, so. Alright, this guy. 5, 10, and let's see. He gets 2 attacks, each one with a different weapon. So I guess he will use his spike shield and his morning star. So the morning star first on the Baron. That's a 23. The spike shield, that is a with the morning star, that is a 19. Both of them are going to hit. And so this lizard folk is going to deal 13 damage total to this Baron. Alright. This one is gone. Alright, this guy here, the guy in the back, he is... I think he'll just do Produce Flame, bring up 30 feet, and he'll do it on this one here on the bottom. So... that is a 14, and that will miss. And he will take a nervous couple steps back. That brings us to another one down here. Five. And he'll go for this one. Regular roll first. That is a 14. That's going to miss. He'll do a second spear attack. That one is a 23. That's going to hit. That's going to deal 11 damage to your lizard ally guy at the bottom there. And now that he is injured, this last spear attack gets advantage. And that is 19. Also hits. Ooh, another 11 damage. 2 full damage attacks on one of your lizard friends. This one, 5, 15, with a regular roll, no disadvantage, to hit Avery with the spear. That is a 21.
Drat. Curses.
That is going to be how long does Booming Blade last? Or is that not active anymore, Anna?
Yeah, it would have been more than it's been like took us like 2 minutes to get over here. So
Yeah, they said that they were recasting it as y'all reached the battlefield. I was just wondering.
They cast it on themselves.
Oh, that's true. Okay, never mind then. All right, so that's going to be 7 damage. And now that you are
Alright.
injured, the flanking doesn't matter. But still a single die roll, and that's only going to be a 10. So they're going to miss with their bite attack. This
Yippee!
one, 5, 10, 15, 20. Advantage with the spear. That is a net 20. Not good for your lizard guy down there.
This poor lizard dude is getting beat up.
Well, more than beat up. That's another 11 damage from this. So that is going to be another dead lizard. And that will be, let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes, if we asked
5, 10,
really
15,
nicely, do you think they'd stop?
30. Yeah, they'll get right on that. Spear
Ooh.
attack. That's going to be a 2, so it's a miss. And now we're going to do the bite attack. And that is a... Ooh, that is a dirty 20. So this bite is going to hit the lizard man. Which doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does some damage, which means the next attack will have advantage against him, and that's only going to be 2 damage from the bite. And now he will have advantage against him. This guy's going to defend. He's going to go up. There's so many NPCs. Same thing, Morningstar, Spike Shield combo. Morningstar is a 22, Spike Shield is a 14. The 14 does not hit, so just the Morningstar is going to make its way on this guy, and that's going to deal 10 damage. Max damage for the Morningstar. And that finally brings us to Anna.
Finally. Holy crap.
I know, right?
Right?
So many enemies.
Gosh.
Enemies
How many
and
turns
allies,
have-
which makes it take so long.
Yeah, a lot of this is just Dean hitting himself.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't run a lot of
Are you
combats
winning,
with
son?
this. There's a reason I don't run a lot of combats with both allies and enemies.
Oh my god. Holy cow.
This is, you guys
Crap,
came into it, by the way.
whatever.
You weren't here to defend the town, so they did it themselves. Anyways, you gonna do something, or are you just gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward 30 feet. And then tap this fella right over here and say, get into the middle of the fight, would ya? And cast Blade Ward on him.
I almost thought you were gonna do command.
No.
Blade Ward,
Well,
okay.
command is one word, so I mean, you could just. I mean, if you said that, if you did command, you would have just fight, and you wouldn't be able to specify who he was fighting, so he could just start fighting you.
Fair enough. Alright, anything else, Anna?
No. That's it.
Alrighty, that brings us to me. Hey!
Did you know it's more time?
Surprise!
Morningstar, 13 misses. Shield, 13 again. Both miss. He did nothing.
Hey, look, it's you again.
Yep, the one fighting Avery on the right with just a regular roll is a 15 for the spear. I know that misses.
Wow.
And then 7 for the bite, which misses. Alright, this thing. He has...
So, like, are those supposed to be like giant iguanas or?
5.
Sure.
You know what? I don't know if you guys have seen it, so I'm gonna go ahead and share everything that you guys have in front of you. If they have a thing for sharing.
Also, because of the
Wow.
way the big fish guy is cropped, it looks like he's wearing like a pole floaty around his waist.
Wow, they do not have handouts for these. Yes, these things are called renders. They're supposed to be like giant lizards, like gecko lizard type of things. So
That is not a
It's
gecko.
more like a
That is an
horned
iguana or a bearded dragon.
That's more like a bearded
Or it's
dragon.
or it's D&D and you use your imagination.
or it's just whatever. the next
What
token.
imagination?
A horned lizard.
It's
Yeah,
a
that is pretty fair. I'm literally a talking cow lady, so
it's a gecko compared to the fact that they are lizard folks. You know. So.
And they can save 15% on your car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Anyways, 2 attacks on this guy, and that is not gonna hit. That is an 8 on the die and a 2 on the die. So we're gonna move on. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He's gonna do a spear attack on the big guy. That is a 20, so that is gonna hit. That's going to be 6 damage. He has advantage on that big guy now for his bite attack, and that is a 21, which I believe that is a d4. Yep. And that is 4 more damage. Alright. Goes there. 2 attacks. Oh, and that 20. And so the first attack is going to be the claws. And then the second attack is the bite, which is a 16 total, which does not hit that guy. So he just gets his claw attack, which is doubled. So that's going to be 14 plus 15, 21 plus 6. So 27 from the claw attack, but he's going to miss with his bite. And that's going to bring us back to that guy, Morningstar. Shield, the Morningstar hits, the shield is going to miss, and so that is minimal damage. Let's see, that is minimal is 3 damage. Alright, and that brings us to the last thing here, which is 5, 10, and that is a 2, and 13 is a maybe. 13, 18 total, which that one does hit this one specifically. Cool. So,
Yippee!
ooh, max damage of 13. That brings us back to Thor.
Well,
You can finally do something.
yay. Kind of tuned out, not gonna lie. What the hell happened?
You got
I'm
spelled.
I'm trying to fast roll it. I'll be honest. You you have Blade Ward, which means you have you have rage for 1 turn.
I have range for 1 turn?
Rage.
Rage.
Oh, rage. Oh, big mad.
You take
big mad.
half slashing
It's
and bludgeoning
awesome.
damage.
It's awesome.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Alright, well, it's just gonna fucking...
You have advantage and sneak attack.
Yippee!
Thank God I have
I
advantage.
miss
That'd be
it.
a 24 to hit.
no weapon.
What did
That
you roll
does-
originally?
That does hit.
I rolled like a 6 on a flat roll.
Oh.
Oh, shit. 8. Kind of shit rolls, and I don't know where the hell my d6 went. There it is. You bastard, stop falling off my desk. That kind of saved it a little bit. That's gonna be 19.
Alright. You managed to do a fatal impale into that guy. Anything else?
Cool. Gonna throw my sword at that idiot as an offhand attack.
That would not be an offhand attack. That is an action.
Well, you know what? It's fine. How about you get this close and do an offhand attack?
Alright.
Have fun. That's a natural.
And that's 20. That's crazy. Well,
I'm not even shit.
and you get your sneak attack. Do you want to roll it, or do you want me to just tell you that he died?
Let me just say I cut his head off and then I smacked it like a golf ball.
That is
4!
that is a possibility. His head rolls down the streets, leaving a blood splatter. And I imagine the head lands right next to this drain, and it just starts draining the blood directly into the sewer. Anything else?
That's awesome.
Let's see. I think I have like 10 more feet of movement, so I just go 1, 2. Yeah, let's do like something like that.
Alright, Avina, you are up.
Okay, I am going to cast. Let's see, I'm moving my hunter's mark onto this guy. which I will
And
fix
that's-
my selector so you can see.
There we go.
Yep, this guy. And then I am going to shoot him with my glimmering longbow. And that's a 12 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
Super. So I shoot him again. That's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And so that is 15 damage.
Alright. 15 solid damage. That does leave an impacting impale into him, but he is still up.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's it.
Alright. This guy can't reach, so he is just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And just kind of hold his action for if anyone comes into his range. Londonis, you're up.
I am going to try to get away from what the party's doing
Coward.
and move here and be like, oh shit, there's more. And I am
Alright, since you are in range of his
going to
throw
use
attack, he is going to use his held action to throw his trident at you. That is 24.
Damn.
So
yeah,
you,
it hits.
you go into the back alley and you get what was that 13 damage from a trident, which I believe would be enough to say that it impaled into part of your arm before twisting out. So like a chunk of your arm.
Ooh.
Okay, and since he did that, I can cast Hellish Rebuke, correct?
Well, it's your turn. I mean, it's a reaction type of
Oh,
casting.
okay.
But yeah, that was just his held action. So when you came into range.
Okay. Yeah, there's not really much I can do. Actually, I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers on him at 4th level
Wow.
on this guy because he's kind of pissed me off at this point.
I mean, fair enough, but no.
You just met him.
Right.
And
Who knows? He could be a good. He could be a down to earth guy. You never
let's see.
know.
4th level, that'll be 8d4.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It's like a soft
8d4,
fireball.
correct. It sounds like a lot.
Well, yeah, but it's a D4.
We'll see what
The
happens.
max you can do is what, like 30?
And I'm going to do 26
20.
points of damage on him.
How much?
26
26.
with that. So
Alright.
8d4, 26 slashing damage.
Alright. He takes that chunk of damage. He's down.
That's all I can do.
This guy is going to.
We pissed each other off.
He's going to. He's going to spear this guy. That's the word. Jesus. That is a 25, dealing 8 damage. Now he has an advantage. That is 18. That hits. And then that is 21. That hits. And that is 14 total damage extra on top of this. And that guy looks crazy wounded, but he is still standing. This guy is going to use his sword to slash into that one. That is a 10 that misses. Next attack is a 17, which hits. Let me go ahead and roll that damage. That one is this one, and that is, yeah. That is, that's only 11 damage.
All that beautiful damage footage.
And then a 21. So you guys will see this guy after this guy over here did 2 spear stabs into one of them. This one is going to lob off the head of this lizard folk, and he will fall down. And then he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, he's going to stay closer to like here, actually. Trying to be a little out of view of the ranged attacks. That brings us to Avery.
Yeah. I think I have like just under enough to get to this guy.
I mean, it looks like it. 60
Yeah,
feet's
and
crazy.
then- Yeah, I know, right?
So.
Anyways, yeah. So stab him. 18 plus insurance.
That is going to hit, yes.
Okay. Do you want me to go ahead and roll my other attack or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Another 18 plus insurance.
Alright, go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. That is 25 total.
Alright. Even with those 2 slashes, he is still standing, though he is bleeding pretty profusely.
Yeah. And that is it for me.
Alright. I don't think Ro would follow the new guy, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That should be in range for fire bolts. Yeah, so he's gonna fire bolts. D20. 15 plus insurance is gonna hit. 2d10 plus 2, and that is 11 damage, which is enough to finish this guy off.
Yippee!
That brings us to
Awesome.
a dead man. And then this guy, he is going to try to be helpful again. And this time he is going to cast, he's going to
He's
cast,
doing his best, alright?
he is going to cast Spike Growth in this alleyway over here. And attempt to stop that guy from fleeing.
Jeez.
Yeah, that looks good. Cool.
So what happens if you step into the spike growth?
It is difficult terrain, and it is 2d4 damage every step.
Ah.
It's crazy that that's like a circle. I thought Spike Growth was a square. Nope, it's a radius. I always thought it was a square. Okay.
Is it like for like every square that you're in the spike growth, or is it like this many steps per square?
Yeah, I use this one specifically that has the square layout so that you know exactly because it's movement based instead of using the circle. Because it only happens if you move into it, so.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like if say you're in the spike radius, like how, like you said like what 2d4 per step and not per square.
Yeah, every time you take a step.
Like what do you consider a step? Like is it like 1 square equals 1 step or?
Yeah, like every square you move through there.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Gotcha.
20, 25, 30. This guy dashed to get behind you, Lindonis. Alright. These guys are, okay, for the lizard, he's injured, so we get advantage. That's a nat 20 on the sphere, and that is another nat 20 for the bite. That's insane, poor little lizard. About to get stabbed and chomped. The stab is only 9 damage, and the bite is only, ooh, that is another 9 damage. How am I rolling the same thing with different dice? Alright, so 18 damage from a stab and a bite onto the big render.
Hellish Rebuke.
It's not on you. Render is the name
It's not?
No, the name of the big lizard. The one that went behind you used dash to get over there. So. Alright, so this one is attacking the scale one again. That's another nat 20, and then I'm using all my nat 20s over here on not you guys, apparently. I haven't rolled a nat 20 all night, and they all just came at the same time. That is 10, 12 damage plus 5, 7, so 19 once again. Well, the last one was 18, so there's that. He looks injured, but he is still standing. This guy that is still standing, 5, 10, 15, 20, is going to move over to this guy. 2 attacks. The Morning Star is a 3, but the Shield Spike is a nat 20 as well. I won't see another nat 20 when it comes to you guys again. That is 4, 6, 8 damage. Bringing this back to Ara. Anna, not Ara. Anna.
Ara? I don't know.
Anna?
Ara is.
Sorry.
Are your notes right?
It's fine. You're good.
So I'll go ahead and actually move closer.
Alright.
Then, with my closer proximity, I am going to cast. Do I want to do that one? No, that's too many times. Vicious Mockery.
Which
And
one?
this dude.
Alright, that's 12. Let me see what his plus is. So 13 for the wisdom. Alright, say your mean words. What's the damage?
And he has disadvantage.
Okay.
After this. So, that's going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
And the nasty words are, you look as disgusting as you smell.
He will not appreciate that. Take a little bit of damage. And now it's the next guy's turn. And
It's so funny to me that someone could get so offended by something that you say that they take physical damage.
Psychic damage.
Well, yeah, but it's still physical damage from being hurt by what someone says about you.
Yeah. Words do
It's
damage.
really funny.
I'm gonna
I mean,
keep my mouth
yeah, I'll
shut.
take damage. Damage is damage, but it's still really funny.
And then I will end my turn there.
alrighty.
Hmm.
6 plus 12, 18 minus 18. Alright, so the lizard, the scale shield lizard did the usual, the Morningstar missed, but the spike shield hit and did some damage. The render did the claws and the bite, both of which did some damage, but neither one died. The Sahagwans are still standing. Spear attack, 19 plus is gonna hit. Bite attack, 12 plus. It is going to hit. And so 2, 2, 3, 4 damage. Very minimal. Crazy bad. Render up top is going to go for the one over there, that is, what's their plus? 5. A 21 that will hit, and then the bite attack is a 23, so that will also hit. So first there is 9 damage, and then there is another 8 for a total of 17 damage. Alright, and that brings us to this guy, who is dead. And then this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he has a 10-foot reach with his claws, and so he will only do his claw attack on this guy. And that is a 16, which is gonna miss, and that brings us to Thor.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
Sorry, I was switching out batteries.
No worries.
Looks like most of this shit's cleaned up. Oh, guess I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Okay.
3, 4. Why am I? Roll 20's acting up a little bit.
Well, it sounded like you only
This.
went 20 feet, so I think you got 10 more feet.
Yeah. This one's getting hit by cloud of daggers, right?
Yeah, he's in the cloud daggers.
Alright, definitely don't want to walk into that, so... Fuck it, throw the sword.
Okay.
At who?
Which
First
way?
last time.
Which way? At the big guy?
Oh, at the big guy, yeah.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and throw it.
I don't know if a 16's gonna hit.
16 does hit.
Oh, that's surprising. Okay, alright. Well. Do-do-do-do. +1. That's gonna be 10.
10 damage. He is still up as your sword clatters to the ground beside him after leaving a bit of a gash on his side. Anything else? If
Actually,
not,
you know what?
oh,
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. 1, 2. I'll take a stab at that. Wow.
you already
I guess
used
I don't have
your
my off
action.
hit attack. Yeah, I
Yeah, you
don't have
already
an
used
off hit
everything.
attack.
So, Avina, you are up.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to move. If I go here. Okay, so go there. That's my 25 feet. And then can I see this guy to hit him?
No.
Can I
You're-
see this guy to hit him?
No, you're like right by a building. There's this awning right here.
Okay,
Which
so
would
I
be
use,
blocking it.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah. I'm just gonna come up behind Lindonis like this.
Alright.
And hope he doesn't take it badly, because I don't really know him that well.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Lindonis, you're surrounded by strangers. I need that 8d4 real quick.
I know.
I need 8d4.
For me, 8d4. Okay. Two, do 1, 3. That's 10, 13 points of damage.
Alright. Since he did not go down, he's going to use his turn. 5, 10, 20. And he has advantage on you because of the flanking. And he is going to start with Lindonis. He is going to pick up the trident for his object interaction. And he's going to try and stab you with it. That is gonna probably miss. That's a 15. Does that hit?
18, yes.
No, 15. 1-5.
Meets it.
Meets it. Oh. Are you gonna survive this attack? Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll
Ah.
for his second trident attack. That is That one's a 22. So the first trident attack dealt, wow, only 7 damage. And then the second trident attack dealt 11, so a total of 18 damage from those 2 attacks. And then he is going to finish it with a bite. He is focusing on you. You put a cloud of daggers on him. That is 26, so the bite attack will deal another 8 damage. I do believe Lindonis is down.
F.
Yep.
Lindonis, I need a death save. That makes it his turn.
Two characters going to die.
I like it. Make a new one.
Right?
With advantage, that is gonna hit the guy. I'll do another one. That's gonna hit the guy. He actually might not make the first one. Let me go ahead and roll that damage. That's gonna be 8 for that. He survived that one. The second attack would have been enough that this one is gonna go down. And then he's gonna turn to the one of the renders, and he's gonna attack. It has no damage, so it had to be regular, and that is gonna miss. He does. Oh, let me see. Does he see the spike growth? He does not. So he is going to 5, which will be 10, 20, and 30. I need. Oh, well, that's my guy again, isn't it? 64.
Sorry, that was just too funny.
You guys are
If
witnessing.
my character dies,
You guys are
if
witnessing.
my character dies in this session, I'm making the most unhinged motherfucker on the face of the earth.
That's alright. It's Avery's turn. See what Avery does.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you say I could scale this building?
As a cow? No.
What do you mean as a cow?
You're a cow.
Yeah, what does that
You're
have to do with
a cow.
anything?
Do you have a climbing speed?
No.
Okay. That's the real answer.
Oh, okay. Well, drat. Well, I'm 8 feet tall. Why can't I scale the building? I want to get on the roof.
If you want to make an athletics check as your bonus action, I will say DC 14.
DC 14.
These buildings are about
16.
40... Okay. Buildings are about 40 feet tall. Since you don't have a climbing speed, it will be considered difficult terrain. So it'll take you 80 feet to get all the way up. But you could dash as your action.
Oh, I didn't realize they were that tall. I thought they were like houses. I thought these were like 1-story houses.
Oh no. You can even see the roof
and
breaks, 1-story to 2-story. You can even see the roof break right there.
Never mind then. I guess I won't scale the side of a building.
They even have the bedroom window roofs right here.
Whatever. Anyway, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Do I have to roll to see the spike?
Yeah, it
Or-
is a perception check.
Well, I'm close enough to hit him anyway, so.
Okay, yeah, if you're gonna stop there, then you go for it.
18 to hit?
18 does not hit.
Oh. Well, what if I try again?
Yeah, go for it.
Nat 20? Does
That's
that do me any better?
Yeah, that does a little bit better.
Yippee, double damage. 16 total.
16 total damage. Alright.
Yeah.
He is not down, but that is a crazy hit. He is now bleeding pretty badly, and he is hurt. Anything else?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Not right now.
Alright. I'm just checking one thing. Yep, it doesn't matter who, so you can just pick it. So Rogar is going to look over, and he's going to Wither and Bloom right on top of Lindonis. So saves for those two. That's a double nat 1. That's crazy. And, and the hit
Oh,
dice
for
is gonna
fuck's
go.
sake.
The hit dice is gonna go to Lindonis. So the nat 1s were con saves. It's bad for them. They take double damage. So, but you get to do a hit die, Lindonis, and add +5 to it, and that'll heal.
My hit die is what, 1d8?
For a bard, I believe yes. I will double check.
Yes, 1d8.
All right.
You said +5?
Yeah. So 9, 6, 15.
7,
So 15.
12.
With 15 damage, that'll be enough to kill this guy and hurt this guy. And then you gain that 12 health points, so you are back up, Lindonis.
Yippee.
Alright, well the big guy did. Might be a little
I was
easier.
about to say.
25. Produce flame. Misses. Alright. This guy.
Man, this poor guy is just trying his best and it ain't working out for him. This poor dude.
He's not for battle, he's just here to help.
He's trying his best
Right.
and he's just watching comrade after comrade fall. It's just like, oh shit. I'm pretty sure him and one other lizard folk dude are alive, and
He did the passive move. So, but yeah, there's one lizard folk at the bottom. He's got 3 Sahagwans around him. I'm sure y'all will figure that out. Anyways, the champion is gonna go for Rogar, which will be disadvantaged because of the vicious mockery. Now is that all attacks or just the first attack?
Let me go and check.
Sometimes it says next attack instead of like until your turn or something. Disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. So just the first one.
Yeah.
Alright, so with that said, the disadvantage is going to be a 6 on the die, so it's going to miss. And then a regular roll is going to be a nat 20 against Thor.
You bitch!
So this guy, using his spear with 2 hands, that is 8 plus 6, so 14 damage for Thor. And then he will turn and do a bite attack at, I believe, who is that next one? Avino.
Wait, how much damage?
14. And Avino does a 23 hit for the bite.
I'm gonna have that.
Yes.
Alright, well it turns out it's just a nibble as he deals minimal damage of 4.
Cool, thanks.
Alright. This guy's gonna spear attack the render. That is 12 plus. That's gonna hit. Bite attack on the render, and that is a 7 plus, which is gonna miss. So just the spear, that's gonna be. What's the spear? Plus? Yeah, that's what I thought. 4 damage. Alright. This one's gonna go for the lizard folk. That is 2 5s on the die. That's not gonna hit. And then the other one is not much better. That's only a 13. I don't think that hits. It does not. That makes it the guy's turn. Morningstar and Shield. Morningstar's a 15, which hits, and Shield is a
that's the dead
17.
guy. He's dead.
Oh no, wrong one. Okay. Then Anna, you're up.
Cool.
And I'll just
I'm gonna
those.
use my staff of healing, one of its charges.
For which one?
That's gonna be for mass cure wounds. So.
Okay. So you all see Higgins pull out their staff. It lights up.
Come at you?
They're gonna pull out their staff
It is
and use 5 charges to do mass cure wounds. So.
gone. Hold on.
I just half expect Ladonis to like mutter under his breath, "Show off."
Of course. All right.
No, you just wait. Ladonis has something to say
Eventually,
eventually.
Whenever he's not dead.
it's gonna be.
Well, he's not dead, but like when he has a turn next, while
Yeah.
he's not dead.
Yeah.
I do it. Every time you say Higgins, I think of Magnum PI on Selleck's character.
100% same.
That's gonna be 21 health.
21 to who?
3d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
For who?
That's going to be within a 30th radius from myself, so that goes to Rogar, Avina, Ladonis, and Thorgar, and myself.
Okay, and so I'm sorry. Tell me again what it was.
Oh shoot. I lost
21.
the number.
It was 21 health.
Thank you.
Plus
Wait,
21
so-
health.
For everybody?
Yes.
How much health?
That's a pretty
21.
good
21.
sum.
21 for Thor. 21 for Ladonis.
Oh,
Thor,
God damn it.
Get back here.
Oh.
Get back here.
Goodbye.
Try to run away, this guy.
I had enough fish.
Alright.
Oh.
Alright, with that, anything else, Anna?
Anna.
Anna?
Anna, Higgins, what do you want? Do you want to do anything else?
Oh, it's gonna be Higgins. It's gonna be Higgins.
It's getting to be Higgins, yeah.
No, I was clarifying
I need-
you were speaking to me.
Do you want
I
to
need-
do
I need
anything
you-
else?
Yeah.
I need you to draw a mustache.
Action. And be like, oh, did you need some help there, Licorice?
What was the bonus action?
I've got a good Arna.
Oh, you're
I'm
just-
fine.
you're
It's all
just-
part of the plan.
Oh god, these bars are gonna be the end of me.
Alright.
I know I shouldn't have let Taz die.
Keeping the same rolls as before, the lizard folk now on his turn, he's going to use his Morning Star and Shield. Both are going to hit, dealing 11 damage total. Not enough to defeat the Sahagwin, but enough to do a good amount of damage. Claw attack on the North Sahagwin from the Rend. That is a nat 20. It's dead. Bite attack on the South one. That is a 23. That's also dead. So, boom and boom. With that, it's now the one remaining's turn. Spear, that is going to miss with a 12. Bite, that is going to miss with a 15. Actually, no, that hits the Rend, so I'll do that. Bite attack is a d4. And it is going to be 2 damage. The Rend is going to survive. Alright, these two have, they're not going to move. They know about the spike growth. They were trained animals, so. Avina, you're up.
So I am going to move my hunter's mark to this guy,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot him with my glimmering longbow. I know it's at disadvantage.
Yep.
I don't even care. 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Shit. All right, I try it again.
Seems like you care.
Maybe I do. Oh crap! 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
No.
I need to
all
step
right.
away for like 5 minutes, by the way.
Alright, no worries. I'll have you
That's
stab.
all I got.
Londonis, you're up.
I'm gonna cast
Wait,
Green
what
Flame Blade
happened?
on my rapier,
Okay.
and then I'm going to rapier this gentleman right here.
Go ahead.
So that's 2d8 plus 3.
Well, you gotta hit first.
Oh shit! Yes, you're right. My bad.
No worries.
That is 1d6, 1d20 plus 6. That is a nat 20.
All right. So that should be
Yippee.
that should be 4d8. There's no other enemies for the green flame to go to,
Oh.
so 4d8 plus your thing.
Okay, 4. Okay, 48 plus
What's your plus? 3. So
3.
make it 6.
Okay.
4d8 plus 6.
All right. Okay. Oh boy. 11. So that's going to be 25 points of damage.
All right, quite the bit of damage. He looks pretty harmed as you impale him, and just like the one before, you burn him inside and out. But he manages to stay standing.
What the fuck?
Anything else?
I'm sorry. No, that's it.
I have a question about what happened to Thorgar's turn.
Oh, Thor, he deleted himself. I forgot to throw him back in. I don't remember where he was. I'm just gonna put him at 18.
He was at like 25.
Oh,
Well, he's at 18
Yeah, I thought
now.
he was before me.
Well, he's gonna be after you now. And since he's not
Cool.
here, 20. Oh, we'll actually we'll circle back to him so that he can do his turn.
He said he had to step away anyways.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll circle back. This guy is gonna do. Let's see, Avery, you took some damage, so he gets advantage for all 3 of his blade attacks on you. That is a. Oh, that's right, regular rolls. Let me re-roll. There we go. Alright, so we got ourselves a 21. We
Yeah.
got ourselves a 20, which I think misses.
No.
And then we got ourselves a worse 7 plus. So one
Nar.
actually lands its mark, and that is 9, 12 damage total. Roll his wisdom. He is a dumb person, and he is going to 5, 10, 25. But I need 44, 44, and he walked himself to death as the spike growth gets him. Yeah, dumb water lizard. And that brings us to Ro.
Excuse me.
I'm kidding, Avery, you're up.
I was about to say.
Sorry, I got him out of turn order and it skipped forward and I didn't even notice. Alright.
Anyways, so do I need to roll perception for the spike thing?
I will say that you saw him die from it, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. How tall would you say the spike things are?
The spikes aren't tall. It's like it's usually described as like, so like we're in the streets, so like the rocks are broken to make sharp points that jut upwards. So think of it like trying to walk on a bunch of nails and jagged rocks.
Okay. Can I cling to the wall and just like scoot past them?
I'll let you do an athletics check for that.
Okay. 17.
With a 17, I will say that you can successfully leap over it, since it's only 15 feet away, and you have good strength.
Yippee.
So that's 15 feet. You see, the Sahagwin there.
Just excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Lizard
Then
folk
smack this guy.
The lizard folk looks flabbergasted that a cow just sidestepped him. Go ahead, regular attacks.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Did you want me to go ahead and do my other attack or no?
Yeah.
Okay. $21.
And that will be enough to kill him, as he's already taken some damage from the others.
Oh, that was my roll to hit, not my
Oh.
damage.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, just
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was your damage.
no, it was not. I got 24 damage.
20. Okay, well then, for sure, he is for sure going down.
he's extra dead.
Yep. You carve him in half. However you do you want to describe how you did it?
As she, I'm gonna say canonically, she like as she's scooting like in between like this house and the lizard folk, she canonically says, "Excuse me." And then comes down, she brings up her blade and just slashes it and just slashes the Sahagwin in two.
Fair enough. All right.
Because I think that's really funny. Anyways, 15, 20, that'd be 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Start making my way over there.
Wait, you used some of your movement before, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
They have 60 feet, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Remember the whole discussion we had to have about my hooves?
25.
Yes.
All right. Ro's gonna move down and then cast Witch Bolt at 3rd level at the guy that's remaining. Oh, I gotta roll it on over here. 1d20, and that is 17 plus is going to hit. And that will be 3d12 damage. He's not wearing the vaulted gloves anymore, is he? No. So.
I don't think
He
so.
gave
I
him-
think that's it. That's
no.
in the bag of holding that I got.
Yep. So.
Yeah, he gave him to Taz, and they're in the bag of holding.
29 damage
Yeah.
will be enough to finish off the last guy. And with that, the
Yippee.
combat ends. The sound of combat around the town does seem to die down. As these screams have completely come to a stop, the rain also slows to a stop. And you guys are left with the silence of empty battlefield, and a little bit of crying can be heard from around the city.
That was my kill. Well, at least you can't.
Your kill?
Yes.
Oh,
as
come
soon as
on.
you were
Seriously?
on the floor.
It's
Avery
called
would like to do
theater
a medicine check
acting.
on everyone
Something
that
you
she can
obviously
see.
don't know anything about.
Acting. Well, you were acting really well as you were prone. Anyways,
That's a
Yeah,
22
well,
for that
That's
medicine
why
check.
I've won many awards, and you have not. That's why I'm world famous, and you are not.
really, you are? Because I've never heard of you. Anyways, I'm gonna reach out my hand to Avery.
Yeah, well, once you're closed-minded, then
Would you mind?
unfortunately, people who have not heard of me are usually closed-minded and would not even know.
Sorry, Avery, you rolled a 22 to what?
Medicine check.
Oh, sure. You're not well. And many of the lizard folks are not well. Lindonis is a little hurt. Everyone else seems to be pretty alright.
Alright, so mostly just lizard people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like they were fodder.
That's Donis, Lindonis.
Alright, Lynn.
Anna reaches out her hand to Avery and is like, "You're a great fighter. I was
It doesn't
not
matter.
expecting, however, to see you, well, scoot around like you did."
Avery is going to take her hand and shake it. Thank you for the compliment. I have a lot of practice ever since coming to Saltmarsh.
Well, I would love to hear about some of those stories.
Saltmarsh.
Yes, that's the name of the city.
Is that where we're at? Saltmarsh?
Do you not
Yes.
realize what boat you
Oh.
got on? Oh,
Okay.
well, I knew you were absent-minded, but that's
I travel
another
so
one.
much, I have no idea where I'm at. Okay. Well,
So you're a musician, I take
don't
it?
mind her.
Alright, back.
Wait, you haven't heard of me? I'm the Great Ladonis. I'm realm famous.
I didn't get out much before I came here, so I don't have much exposure to
Yeah.
Anna's
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
figured. I don't see much. I haven't seen much of your kind, but all right. Well, you'll understand how world famous I am once I find my venue I need to play here. Thank you for your help.
Sorry, Anna, you were trying to say something?
Anna goes over to both Thorgar and Avina and reaches out her hands to both of them and says, "It was also a pleasure fighting with you as well. That was some nice shooting. Also, amazing sneak attacks. I haven't seen stuff like that since, well, 5 months ago. The name is Anna.
Thank you. I'm Avina.
A pleasure to meet you."
Well, thank you. I'm Thorgar. It was quite impressive what you did over there.
Why, thank you. It's one of my many talents. And she's then going to turn to Rogar. "And what is your name? I'm so sorry if I'm being a bit pushy, but I would love to get all of your names for my stories that I can write, telling tales about, well, your heroism today."
Your stories.
Don't worry.
It's all we've heard on that whole boat trip is your stories.
Well, I mean, you didn't wow me with your music.
Of course not.
Avery.
I didn't play
Avery
much
is
of anything.
going to
You're
give
right. It was quite bad.
Avery is
Why
going to
would I give
the
free performances on a boat if you're not going to pay for it?
Sorry, go ahead, Avery.
Avery is going to give Little Lizard Folk and Big Lizard each 5 points of lay on hand.
Okay.
Avina is going to say, "Excuse me." And then she's going to go over and see if she actually knows any of these lizard folk over here. Do we know any of them?
I would say no. You guys only met a handful, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't really
Now-
meet any of the soldiers either. You met mostly the commons.
Right, okay. So I'm just going to say, "Hi, I'm Avina. I've been to your city. We really appreciate you coming to help us with the Sahagwin."
We go where we are told. We were told to come to Saltmarsh. Our leaders are supposed to be meeting over an issue with the Sahagwins. I see they've been coming here, so I see we were here to fight for your people.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate it a lot. Are your leaders here anywhere around?
They were supposed to have the meeting today. I don't know if that's still on. It is perhaps tomorrow. They tend to lock leaders away for safe reasoning when invasions happen, and this town seems to have gotten quite a number done to it. We did manage to save some, but not all.
Yeah, we saw you lost quite a few people as well.
If not for you all, then we might have lost more of us, but we are thankful for your help. We must tend to our loss for now. Perhaps our leaders will meet with you soon.
That we would like to meet with them. If they need anything, they can find me at my uncle's house.
Like disconnected for a second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. I surely know how to find you, but I will pass the message along.
Thanks.
guys will see the Rend will kind of like Yoshi style lick the dead body up, and then they will start heading back to the group of them.
Excuse me, you two. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you. The small person in front of me and the tall bovine. But do you know of anywhere that's the bar or tavern that has been looking for me?
I don't know if they'd be looking for you specifically because we haven't been there in a while. But there is a tavern in town. I don't know if it would be
Oh.
open because of the battle, but you're welcome to go look.
Looking for me. There should be posters everywhere. Oh, fuck. All right, I'll find it myself. Thank you for your help.
Here, let me accompany you. You might get lost. Saltmarsh is a pretty big city.
Avery, I'm going to go check on Uncle Joe.
All right. Tell him I said hi.
No,
Okay.
thank you.
Follow Ladonis.
And then she's gonna yell back to the Garbros and be like, "I'm going to check on Uncle Joe. Do you want to come with me?"
Oh, why not?
Mind if I tag along?
For $5.
Oh God. You know what? If she's gonna tag along, I might as well too. To protect yourselves.
Don't you have
God.
somebody you're trying to perform?
You
can
mind
come
your own
along
business.
if you promise to stop fucking bickering.
Whoa.
I'm trying to get your story down. He keeps
Okay.
interrupting and saying,
Oh yes.
God.
Avina
I mean,
looks
if
at
it makes
Beauregard
I
and
know, I'm-
rolls her eyes.
if it makes you feel any better, Avina has some really good ale and mead at her home, or ale or mead. Which one is it?
Well,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
dwarven ale. Above table dwarven ale.
Okay, dwarven ale.
Unfortunately, I don't drink it. Unfortunately, I don't drink, and I'm sure it's fantabulous, but it hinders my performance, and I don't need any of that to happen.
Oh, I was just offering.
All right. Avina just starts walking.
I appreciate it.
All right. So.
Anna's just gonna follow.
Alright, so we will call it here. Avery and Lindonis are heading to a tavern. Avina, Anna, and Thor are heading back to Avina's place to check on Uncle Joe. Ro can pick where he's gonna go when we pick up next time. And yeah, so that is it for today. I'll go ahead and cut it here.